Hi, I'm Sean McDowell, and you're watching the TU Ice Network.
Hello and welcome, Owls fans, for another edition of Temple Owls Ice Hockey. Tonight they're taking on the Towson Tigers inside the Igloo here in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Welcome into the Igloo, everyone. I'm JJ Michalski alongside Zach Demuse, Jay Niemeyer in between the benches for tonight's broadcast. And real quick, we'll take it down to the public address announcer, the son of our head coach, Dan Carroll, who's announcing starting lineups. Should I move that? Well, we're all set for hockey here inside the Igloo Ice Arena. Again, I'm JJ Michalski alongside Zach Demuse. Jay Niemeyer down in between the benches. We'll be with Jay in just a moment. But first, let's get your starting lineups for this matchup. First, down to Zach for the starting Towson Tigers.
The Towson Tigers starting lineup. First off, number 5, Colin Mercier, the forward. Number 12, Matt Curtin, the forward as well. And finally, number 17, Nick Nakagawa. In defense, number 8, Ben Rogers. Number 21, Bobby Jones. And finally, in net, number 35, Jacob Snyder. JJ, back to you.
Thanks so much. That's the 1-7 Towson Tigers coming into tonight. Now for the Temple University Owls, standing at 5-4 with a 1-2 league record so far. Starting line for them at left wing, Brendan LeBombard. Sean Fowler, your center. Jason Bambella on right wing. On defense, Josh Moses and Matthew Janae. And in net for tonight, the freshman Joey Galitsky. And Jay, Galitsky getting his third college start so far this season. What do you have on him?
I have confidence in him, and I think he has confidence in himself as well. I really have confidence in the entire lineup. Seeing so many of new faces on ice shows a lot of confidence from Pat Carroll from the players.
Galitsky, the freshman from Westchester, PA, standing at 5'11" in between the posts, and he'll go up against Jacob Snyder tonight. From Lansdale, PA, Snyder, puck is dropped here to start the game, and the Owls getting the first possession to begin. Skating into the zone they go. Looking to bring it back now. Shot across, and it hits off the glass on the other side. Coming to the near side to pick it up now. Moses looking for it, but instead it's picked up and taken the other way by the Towson Tigers. Now dumped back into the zone. Back to pick it up is Ben Rogers. Rogers holding behind his own goalkeeper in Snyder. Now tries a pass, gets it out of the zone and up the ice. Temple kicking it right back in. Now back to Snyder again. Snyder passes it across his defensive end and now into the neutral zone, intercepted by the Owls. Taking it in quickly, Sean Fowler. Sean Fowler with a move. He now bodies a man off the puck and dumps it further into the Owls zone. Towson looking to clear. Kept in once again by Kyle Smedley. Temple doing a nice job so far of keeping it in, but a hand pass is called early And Zach, for these two teams, it's going to be a couple of games coming up here. They play tonight inside the Igloo, and tomorrow Temple trails to Towson to finish out the weekend series.
Yeah, if you're Pat Carroll, the first couple series here from the Owls, exactly what you want to see. Physical play, keeping the puck in their offensive zone.
Temple winning the next face-off as well, dumped in towards the net. And we see Jacob Snyder grab that one, and he'll take a freeze early on. 19:03 left here in the first period of play.
Only time the Tigers had the puck so far, they either threw a turnover in the middle of the ice in the neutral zone, or Temple was more physical and took the puck right off of them. Great look for Temple so far.
In the face-off circle now, it's Charles Giazza. Giazza trying to body a man off the puck. Now it goes to the corner, and it's picked up on the other side by Mike Walker. Walker wrapping it around. Now Van Allen on the other side looking to pick it up. Van Allen has it chipped off of his stick, poked away, and a breakaway going the other way. Back on defense, the Owls are getting. Shot on net, save made Galitsky. He uses the glove to knock it down. Temple looking to come back the other way now. Through the neutral zone they go, prodding the puck and dumping it into the zone. Out of his net comes Snyder. Snyder passing it off, and a miscommunication there. Statlander unable to hold on to it, and the ref blows his whistle. Once again, the Owls and the Towson Tigers both getting line changes.
Very interesting look for the Owls there. They were coming up, and actually a Tiger actually hit one of our guys. I believe it was Giazza to take the puck from him, but he was able to just throw the puck aside, and Van Allen was right in the correct position to take that puck. So Temple looking good, in the right position, playing well so far.
Temple wearing their home white jerseys with their cherry pants. Towson in their all-black uniforms with yellow stripes. Bowles back to pick it up now. And Ian Bowles holding on to it in the corner. Now he passes it off. Temple looking to carry up behind the net. Shot on Galitsky. He blocks it away. Uses the right leg to be able to make that stop. Ondick now in the corner, passing it off. Trying to get it out to the point are the Towson Tigers. Bowles across, looking to pick it up once again. He wraps it around the zone. Ondick with a flip out. And a completed pass up the ice. What a play there. Now Ondick in on goal. He holds on to it, now wraps back, looking for a pass, completes that pass. Now shot across the zone and out to the point. Other side, dumped back in and around by Jason Zambella. Excuse me, that was Bladen Reed on the dump there. Temple still in the offensive zone. Towson looking to pick it up, passing it off now. Getting it to Simon Goslin. Goslin turns it over.
Another turnover.
Able to get it in once again, and Zach absolutely right. Towson turning it over like crazy. Shot on net, save made there by Snyder.
Owls just playing more dominant right now, taking advantage of those turnovers that Towson has given to them. Another one right now.
Dumped in once again by the Owls. Temple dominating offensively early so far.
And that offensive dominance has allowed them to get all four lines rolling. Real easy line guys right now.
Temple passing it through the middle in the neutral zone. Gets it across the blue line. And Towson right now just trying to clear the puck away and keep Temple out of the zone. And once again, there go the Owls holding on to it. Now in past the blue line. Shot coming from the outside. And a glove save made by Snyder. He'll hold on to it and let his team get a little bit of a break. Zach, Temple attacking tonight, and maybe that's one thing that the 1-7 Towson Tigers have struggled with so far this season.
Coming out fast, no matter what hockey team you are, no matter what level of expertise you are, that is a key to the game for any head coach. Come out fast, prove your dominance. Towson has not done that yet tonight.
Sean Fowler loses that face-off in the offensive end for the Owls. Picking it up on the other end of the boards is Mercier. Now to Lumbombard, who brings it back into the zone. He tries to move, but it's poked away. Sticking his stick out is Rogers to be able to get to it. In the corner now, Towson looking to carry out and maintain possession. It's Curtin with it, and he loses the puck, but now chips it forward. Defensive end of the ice for the Owls. Tigers going back to touch it up once again. Moving forward now, Bobby Jones, and his pass stolen in the middle. Towson cannot establish any sort of forecheck right now. Temple forecheck, on the other hand, incredible at the moment. Fowler battling in the corner. He's taken down. No call there. No penalty from the ref. Towson looking to take it the other way. It's Ben Rogers up the middle. Rogers looking to throw a shot on net, and it's tipped up into the netting behind Galitsky.
Temple's got to be careful there. I know they're overdoing their dominance there in the offensive zone, which is good, but that's the second time that Towson was able to corral the puck and get on a odd man advantage on their behalf, and Temple just needing to make sure their defense is always in the correct position. But they don't want to give up any cheap goals.
No cheap goals at all. Galitsky unable to control the rebound there, but his defense able to help him out, and that's one of those cheap goals that could come from not being able to control rebounds. Certainly something that Galitsky needs to do tonight. Towson carrying it in, looking for the move there. It was Pizanzas. Passing it up the ice now to Van Allen. Van Allen loses the foot race to it. Statlander passing it across the zone. Shot on net. Save made. Getting it back up, throwing another shot towards goal, but the Towson Tigers steal it and take it the opposite direction.
Snyder had no idea where that puck was. Luckily, his foot was right there.
It tricked me too. Towson at the top of their zone, passing it across. Now to the other side for Collier. Down into the corner it goes. Towson looking for a centering pass, and it's stolen away by the Owls, who will clear it into the neutral zone and get a line change.
Line changes, like Jay said, and when Temple has the ability to keep their line changes, influential and keeping fresh legs on the ice, that's going to be really one of the keys to the game. And because of their offensive dominance thus far, they've been able to do that.
Towson, after that offensive possession with a line change of their own, and really I don't know if that was the best choice at that point. They had the puck in the offensive zone, and it gave the Owls to settle down a little bit on defense. Now back in their own end, Towson trying to get it out. It goes to the middle of the ice. Middle circle, now back into the defensive end of the ice for the Owls, passing it across. And looking to carry forward is Temple. Long pass, tipped into the zone, no icing. Hard work there by Brendan Ondick.
Seems like communication is on for Temple right now. Let's keep it rolling.
Ondick being punished in the corner right now. Michael Irie coming in and helping him out. Irie with it, he has it poked away from him. He'll pass it back to Ondick, who's behind the net. Ondick looking for the centering pass out in front. And Snyder trying to stop the puck. Play continues as the Owls are able to poke the puck free. Out to the point it goes. On the right side of the ice, dumped in front. Looking to get the goal is Ondick, and he's unable to get a clean stick on it.
Two Owls right there, no defenders around them. Just a matter of time right now, JJ.
Another check, and the puck dumped down the ice. Icing should be the call on the play, but Galitsky touches it. Towson with a line change, up for Ondick. Ondick on the Towson line change, coming into the goal. Looking to get a shot, never comes. Temple also on a line change, now throwing a shot in. Towson looking to clear the crease. The net comes off of its moorings. An unfortunate change of events there for the Owls.
Great save there by Snyder. That was a goal. He was able to fling his blocker up and just knock that one to the netting above.
Jay, we saw Brendan Ondick with a breakaway opportunity. What's going on over there on the bench? What was Pat Carroll saying in that moment?
Always proud of Brendan Ondick. That guy can't do anything wrong. Definitely just need to get more opportunities like that. When Brendan Ondick has the puck, good things are going to happen.
Shot on goal there is blocked away by Snyder. He's able to use the pad to make the save. Now Towson carrying the other way. Temple helping out their goalie, the freshman Joey Galitsky in net tonight, and he's looking for another shutout here at home. All three of his starts have come here inside the Igloo so far this season. That shot thrown towards the corner. A couple of Owls got in the way of it and were able to block it with their feet. Now it's dumped in, wrapped around the boards by the Owls. Temple playing in their own defensive end of the ice. Towson looking to get it to the point right now. Holding on to it along the wall. Temple trying to clear their zone.
You better believe that in the locker room, Pat Carroll said, let's make sure Joey Galitsky is safe in net. Don't try to throw any cheap shots in his way. Play strong on defense. Let's keep it moving.
His last game that he played in was that loss that they had to Westchester, where Westchester scored 6 times in the game. Galitsky not really getting a whole lot of offensive help. Temple right now with 8 shots in the game already. Definitely the offense coming out tonight looking to help Galitsky. Galitsky's only faced 3 shots so far with 12:08 left here in the first period of play. Temple dumping it in and giving way to Chase Collier is Jacob Snyder. Temple now with the puck. Lumbombard holding on to it. He makes a couple of moves. Back to Lumbombard. Lumbombard still with the puck. Now it's stolen off of his stick. And Temple keeps it in the zone once again. What a job by the point man there. Zambella chasing after Temple. Nice forecheck by them. Reed dumps the puck back in. Zambella now going for the check. And now a penalty will be called. Going to the box here is going to be Matt Curtin. 2 minutes for a high stick.
This whole offensive zone here and this whole offensive possession would not have been possible without Ian Bowles Towson was trying to get it out to Collier in the top point in the blue line, but Bowles picked it off, was able to keep the puck in. And without Ian Bowles doing that, there's no power play for Temple right now, JJ.
And Temple, for the first time tonight, will have the opportunity to go on the draft horse power play. First faceoff there is dumped down the ice, down towards Galitsky. Temple needing to go back and pick it up. Not how you want to see the Owls start their first power play of the evening. Now Towson able to steal it away, but Charles Giazza, the skillful stick man, able to steal it off the stick. Giazza skating through some trouble, and he has it stolen off him by Statler. Trying to move the puck along, getting it to Michael Irie are the Owls. Van Allen in front of the net. Dropping it off is Irie. Now a pass across for Giazza, he shoots! He scores! Power play goal for the Owls. They lead this one 1-0.
Just about to say, JJ, I was interested to see they've been so dominant 5-on-5. Will that continue on 5-on-4? Absolutely. Great pass across the ice. Giazza's stick was down. They saw it, passed it across to him. Easy shoot and score from Giazza. Already the goal leader on this team. He's got 6 goals, make it 7 now.
A draft horse power play for the Owls. They've been able to keep their power play rolling this season. Their 14th power play goal of the year, and that was their 50th power play that they've been on so far this season. Sitting a little bit above 25%, and that's something you want to see.
Let's keep it moving.
Now to Michael Irie. He dumps it into the zone. Temple continues their offensive onslaught. Towson back to pick it up. Point man keeping it in. Throwing a shot on net. Not seeing it at first was Snyder, and he's able to glove that one. Jay, what was the energy like on the bench during that goal?
What do you think the energy was like? It's their captain scoring a power play goal, guys. That is just about the best thing that you can have happen.
Not only is it their captain, it's a great power play unit and able to get one in the meshing behind Snyder.
Temple looking for another opportunity. They throw this shot across, and normally you say you can't score from behind their side of the net, but right now the Owls taking shots from everywhere.
Never know. Yeah, you never know, JJ. And like I said earlier in the program, communication seems to be on for the Owls right now.
Right now for Pat Carroll's team, it's just about getting pucks on net. The Owls lead it 1-0 midway through the first period here. Towson looking to come back. Joey Galitsky holding strong so far in net. 3 saves for him on the evening. Temple in their own end, passing it up the ice, tipped by a couple of players. And with pressure there was Andrew Kaiser skating in quickly, looking to pick it up. Now back down the ice it goes. Alex Barberini, the tallest player for either team tonight, standing at 6'8" on the ice, and with skates added, he's standing even taller. Barberini, the big figure, able to knock it away once again, and Temple gets it to the neutral zone. Now to the middle for Van Allen, who's one-on-one. Van Allen trying to get too fancy as it poked away from him on defense.
Definitely wanted that one back. Definitely wanted that one back, VA did.
VA also would want help. He was alone against 3 guys in the Towson zone.
Temple has the puck down in their own end of the ice. Now putting it out into the neutral zone, and it's stolen away. Van Allen this time with the help that he requested, and it's tipped away. Nick Nakagwa able to get the puck. Back for Van Allen once again. He makes a move. Nick Van Allen holding. Now shoots on goal. Save made. Giazza looking for his second of the evening.
Got to tip the cap to Snyder there. He made the save. That would have been a goal.
Van Allen feeding the captain of the Owls. Towson looking to get it to their captain now. Number 19, Ryan Dieter, certainly a player to look out for in tonight's game for the Towson Tigers. Van Allen once again throwing a shot, looking to go top shelf there on Snyder. Shot went high and wide. Back out into the neutral zone it goes. Giazza back on the defensive help.
VA skated right in front of us after that shot. Saw his facial expression. He desperately needs one here.
To the other side of the ice it goes. Brendan Ondick, the junior forward for the Owls. He's been a masterpiece of a player so far in his career here at Temple. And we see him go into the middle now. A couple of nice moves there. Brendan Ondick has a ton of moves that he can pull out of his bag at any point. Towson looking to hold on to it. Instead it goes to Michael Irie in front. Centering pass. Puck still loose in front of the net. Sliding across to get it is Snyder. Towson carrying the other way. 3-on-2 they go into the zone. Centering pass across. Golitsky diving out and making the save. That was a dangerous play there. Puck slid across the middle. Golitsky, the only one who had eyes on it, and he was able to dive on top of it.
Like I said earlier, Temple needs to make sure their defenders are staying behind, not getting cocky and moving up on the offensive play. When they do that, they get caught, and it's an on-man advantage for Towson going the other way. Need to make sure they're staying secure where they belong.
Temple winning the faceoff in the defensive end, a huge crucial point of this game so far. Michael Irie dumps it in now. Coming out of his net to make the stop, Snyder wrapping it around. Garrett Elmer with a huge hit right here in front of the broadcast booth. Elmer now skating around. He's looking to get involved in the action. What a hit there by Garrett Elmer, Zach.
Ryan Dieter came right back at him, tried to hip check him against Towson's net, unable to do so. So watch out for him. He's got the momentum going forward. We'd love to see the physicality of this Temple team.
And right there, another hit. This time it's laid down by Jason Zambella. And Temple, we've seen them be able to play physical. Last year we saw the tempers get out of control for the Owls at some points, especially late in games. Temple this year really able to just play physical hockey.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you any different. This is a game that Temple should win looking at their opponent. If they start to get smart and do things that aren't smart and benefit Towson, it's going to be hurting them themselves most definitely. So they need to make sure they're playing a clean game.
Towson in their own end of the ice, looking to get a goal on the board and tie it. 6:44 left here in the first period of play. That puck goes out of the zone past the blue line, offsides. Jay, how's it going down there in between the benches?
Lines are still rolling. Boys are still hot. It's going pretty good. Pat Carroll just checking the clock, seeing how long's left. It's a pretty fast-moving period, I got to say.
Shots in favor of the Owls so far, 14-3, and goals in favor of the Owls, courtesy of a power play goal by Charles Giazza.
Appropriate song to play behind them there. Shot through the heart after Temple's offensive drive so far.
Temple in their own end of the ice, passing it out. Right off the bench with a line change. A pass comes across the zone. Temple having to move back now. Looking for a safety window. They find it. Now they look to push up the middle. That pass unable to go tape to tape. Icing would be the call on that. Towson able to touch up on it. Zambella with the hustle for the Towson through the middle into the offensive zone. Once again they go. Passing it down. Trying to clear it out. Out to the point it goes. Towson unable to keep it in at the point once again. It slips past the blue line.
You'd think for a team that's suffering 1-7 at Towson, they'd be able to keep the puck in the zone because they need as many offensive possessions and chances that they can get. Doesn't seem like they're playing very smart with the puck right now, JJ.
Towson so far this year, they haven't really been blown out in any games, but for sure, they haven't won a ton of them, just that one win. Now a shot on goal, save made there. Jacob Snyder slides across the net and gets the pad save. Towson looking to carry out once again. Poked away, Brendan Ondick this time gets it. Ondick looking for help, he has Fowler down low, passes it to him. Fowler now behind the net in a trap, looking to get it back out front for Ondick. And Smedley now able to knock it down. Ondick clears it back in. Net off its moorings once again. We'll see a face-off. Should be in the offensive zone here for the Owls, I would think.
If you're Jacob Snyder, you really don't want to see that second time the net has come off the mooring so far. They want to make sure they're continuously playing. And, again, stoppage of play gives Temple a chance to reset, but at the same time gives Towson a chance to reset on defense. Let's see who comes out stronger after the puck drop, JJ.
Barberini, Kaiser, Ondick, and Irie out on the ice, along with Kyle Smedley. Throwing a shot on goal. It's Irie in front. Now to Ondick. Ondick makes a move. Ondick shoots. It's blocked away. What a move there by Brendan Ondick.
And at the same time, what a save by Jacob Snyder. Again, threw that blocker up, was able to keep the puck out of the meshing there. Again, second time he's made a great blocker save to keep this only a one-goal lead by the Owls.
I actually want to go back to Michael Irie. He was right in front of the net, and he was almost too close to the puck to be able to get it in a timely manner. He just couldn't get enough on it to get it past Snyder.
Irie with a couple of chances so far, the freshman for the Owls, and has really made an impact so far this season. Right here we see him pick up the puck, and he's taking it into the offensive end, has it poked away. Coming in on the defensive side was Costa Pazanzas. Towson now looking to carry out, and it's stolen away off the stick. Andrew Kaiser throwing a shot on net. Back behind it goes. Snyder watches it go around to Irie, and out to the point. Temple holding on to it. Dumping it in. No icing on the play there. Snyder back to grab it. He leaves it for his teammate who throws a long pass up the ice. It's tipped into the zone. Towson gets a couple of new defensemen out there. Towson in the offensive end trying to get another shot here against Golitsky. Still just 3 shots in the period. We haven't seen them get a shot on goal in the last 10 minutes of play.
When I stress that they're really struggling to keep the puck in the offensive zone, that's why you would think they would, really been trying to do that. They only got 3 shots on goal, and if they want to win this hockey game, they need to be able to get more opportunities going.
It goes to Van Allen, who passes around, trying to get it. Is Mike Walker unable to do so. Now it goes back down the other ice, and Bladen Reed that is, retreating. It tips out of play now, and we have a stoppage to play with 3:32 left here in the first period.
What just happened, JJ? Towson had another off-man opportunity going towards Temple's goal. Need to be able to make sure, I said it, this is the 3rd time now, and I'll stress it again, Temple's defenders need to make sure they're in the correct position when the play's happening.
Temple winning the face-off in their own offensive end. That's something they've done very well tonight so far, and now they take it into the zone. It's Giazza with speed, passing it off. Gets it to Walker. Walker takes a shot. It's blocked away.
You'd love to see a better shot by Walker there. That was a great pass set up by Charles Giazza.
And Giazza just took down 4 guys with 1 hit in the middle of the ice. Charles Giazza, a big body, the captain of the Temple Owls. And with 1 goal already on the ice, that's the difference. 1-0 Temple leads. Towson holding up in the neutral zone, passing it across. Ian Bull's now coming in. We haven't heard his name a whole lot. Van Allen taking it into the zone, looking to get it for Mike Walker, who was in front. Now it goes back to Van Allen. Van Allen looking for help, throws it out to the point. Shot across, knocked down, coming across to make the stop, Matthew Berea. Dumped in. Skating in is Benjamin Murphy. He's looking to pick up the puck for the Tigers. And now a hit thrown down. Hit from behind. Penalty coming up. Tempers flaring a little bit for the Owls and the Tigers all the way down the boards.
Can't really see from my vantage point who this is. Looks like an Owl is down on the ice. I'm unclear exactly who that is. Jay, do you have a better vantage point?
I'm taking a look right now. It looks like... Was that Bladen Reed who was down?
Not sure, but we have a moment of silence right now. Giazza chips the puck towards the refs. Everything looks to be okay.
I do want to say one thing, JJ. This game, Temple's come out fierce, and it's all started with Charles Giazza. Strands comes right down from the captain. He's played good. As you saw, already has a goal on the night, looking for more, but they're feeding off of his energy so far.
And we'll await the official ruling right now. Not sure who's in the penalty box. Can't see it from our vantage point, as Zach already mentioned. But it will be a power play for the Owls. It's going to be a 5-minute major that goes against Benjamin Murphy here. Murphy, I think, gets a hit from behind here. And even if Temple's able to score here, Zach, they're going to continue to move on with this power play for the next 5 minutes. This is going to bleed into the second period with only 2:30 left here in the first.
If you're Towson, this is exactly what you did not want to happen. Number one, to give a penalty and a power play to Temple, but number 2, a major. So like you said, they're going to start the second period as well with a power play, not what you want to see.
Temple wins the first faceoff. They dump it out. Matthew Janae with the puck. Janae's going to take a shot, throwing it towards net. It hits off the back of the net and gets caught there. And the faceoff is going to come out of the offensive zone for the Owls now.
Smart play there by Janae. Did not really see a passing opportunity. So what do? Fling it towards the net. You never know what's going to happen. Unluckily for them, got stuck in the netting. It's going to go out to neutral ice.
Not exactly what you want to see. You might want to see Janae try to find a passing lane there. He had space to hold on to the puck, so maybe a better choice could be made there in the future. But Temple, again, with tons of time on this power play. Just 7 seconds have expired so far.
Yeah, Janae almost looked like he was a little uncomfortable with the pressure in his face there. But again, take the time you need. And, you know, what did he do in hockey? You throw it towards the net, and that's what he did.
Now Giazza wins the faceoff, but it goes all the way back down the ice. Ondick touches up, passing off to Janae. 2:11 left here in the first period of play. Temple winning 1-0. And an extended Drought Horse power play now for the Owls. Passing it off, holding on, wrapping around. Now Irie passes out to Giazza. Giazza feeds it to Irie, looking back to go to Giazza. Now out to Janae. And Temple able to break it away. The captain, Ryan Dieter, had an opportunity for Towson there. He just wasn't able to hold the puck.
What am I going to say, JJ? Another opportunity Towson going to take advantage of because the Temple defender was not in the correct position. It's going to strike them very soon, and it's going to hurt for Temple.
Down the length of the ice it goes. Towson wanted an icing call there. 4 minutes left now on the penalty. Passing it to Irie. Irie out across for Ondik. Ondik across the ice for Giaza. Giaza! Passing it off. Now back. Now a break opportunity. Towson chipping it towards the net. Sliding across to get the stop is Joey Galitsky. Last minute of play now in the first period. Temple carrying up the ice. Van Allen knocks it down. He's unable to control. Towson clears it down. Delayed offsides possibly against Towson. Now Temple's going to change up lines. Barberini, the only owl out of the ice for Temple right now. Now a line change comes. Andrew Kaiser back on the back check. Barberini the one bringing it forward. Passing into the middle. Lumbombard to Kaiser. Kaiser now throws a shot on net. High up into the pads. And down the ice it goes. On the other end is Galitsky. Temple right now just skating back and forth trying to get the puck. Barberini carrying through the middle. 16 seconds left to go in the period. Barberini still skating through traffic. He's knocked down. Not something you see a whole lot. Alex Barberini hits the deck.
Yeah, for someone so tall, he actually took down himself and what looks like Reed.
Reed passing it around 2 seconds of the period, and Kaiser will just dump this one towards the net.
One of the key points now when Temple comes back in the second period, they're going to have 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the power play, and this is exactly what Temple needs. Come out and continue the dominance, maybe get a goal once more when the second begins.
So the first period, we see Charles Giaza strike on the Drought Horse power play for the Owls. An incredible goal there. Jay Niemeyer on the bench right now. We'll see what Jay can get us interview-wise with the players. Both teams awaiting to leave the ice right now. They all have to leave through the same door. Temple pausing for a moment, waiting for Towson to clear. Temple right now obviously dominating the Towson Tigers thus far in the game. It really hasn't been much of a competition for the Owls.
Started the first minute that the center ice puck drop happened. Temple's just been dominant, and we're going to hand it off to Jay, who for a moment there, it looked like she had Alex Barberini, but as soon as the center ice puck drops began, the start of the first period, Temple began their dominance, did not end it until the very end of the first period here. It's going to continue into the second period, like I said, 2:31 left in power play time.
Temple leads in shots after the first period. 18-3 they have that lead. They lead in goals after 20 minutes. And now we're going to go to Joey Galitsky. Galitsky faced 3 shots on goal in the first period. Jay, what do you have for us?
Hi, Joey. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Only have to face 3 shots so far in the game. What does that mean for you?
Well, the boys are playing stellar. That's the start we wanted to get off to, so props to them. I'm just doing my job and keeping the puck out of the net.
What are you seeing on this 5-minute major? There's 2.5 minutes left, so what do you expect from the boys to start the period?
Just getting pucks in the net and people to the net. That's our main focus in our game plan. If we've been doing that so far, if we keep doing that, we'll be fine. We need to do it for 40 more minutes, and we'll be good to go.
And then finally, what have you seen from your defense to limit only 3 shots?
They've just been playing stellar. They're keeping everything to the outside, keeping people and pucks to the outside. They're just doing their job and making it a lot easier for me.
All right, keep doing your job, Joey. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Jay. That was the freshman goalkeeper for the Owls, Joey Galitsky, has faced just 3 shots tonight. Temple's defense playing a stellar game thus far. They lead in shots 18-3, and Temple leading in goals 1-0 after the end of 20 minutes. I'm JJ Mahowski. Zach Demuse also on the call. Jay Niemeyer in between the benches. We'll be back in a short moment. We'll head to break. Intermission report coming up for you here on the TU Ice Network.
And welcome back to the Igloo in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. I am Taylor Snyder, joined by Zach Demuse for this TU Ice Intermission Live. The Temple Owls up 1-0 over the Towson Tigers at the end of 1. Zach, I want to start with you here. What stood out to you the most about Temple, and why are they on the board right now and Towson's not?
Taylor, I think it's very simple. I think it's their dominance. And, if you've been watching this game on the stands or over here with the part of the broadcast team, it's not hard to miss. I mean, as soon as the puck dropped, Temple did not give Towson any possession in Temple's defensive zone, Towson's offensive zone, for almost the first 10 minutes of the game. And, when you're Towson, when you're 1-7 on the season, you need to make sure you're capitalizing on every opportunity as well. There were some good things. There were some bad things for Temple as well that they need to correct, because this team is not out of it. They're only up one, but the one came from their captain, Charles Giaz, and that was great to see as well.
Important note, Captain Charles, number 5, Charles Giaza, the only goal tonight for the Temple Owls. Got to feel good getting the goal from your captain, let alone 5-on-4, Temple getting that advantage early on. What do you think that does overall for Temple's mentality heading here in the second?
I really saw a lot of great things from Temple the first period. Number one is communication. It's almost like they knew where they were going to be. The one goal Giaza had was a beautiful cross-ice pass that it was very easily in. It could have been Giaza, it could have been Ondig, it could have been Barberini for all we know, right? If whoever it was a perfect pass placed right there. The Towson defense just simply wasn't present at that moment. So that's why it's 1-0 Temple. When they come back to the second period, I believe they have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the power play time because of the fact that Towson gave them a 5-minute major, which is going to hurt because, like I said, you're 1-7. You can't hurt yourself, and they're doing that right now.
Last year's matchup between the Temple Owls and the Towson Tigers at the York ended in a 1-0 score, a Brendan Ondick overtime winner. Tonight's matchup, 1-0. What do you expect here heading into the second period, and what are the keys to success for Temple to continue this easy play in front of their netminder?
They need to make sure they're doing everything they did in the first period again, because as soon as that puck dropped, like I said, to begin the first period, it was all Temple, all 20 minutes of that period. So we need to make sure that happens again. Make sure Charles Giaz is leading the team. Make sure the freshman goaltender is Joey Galitsky is in there feeling comfortable, not letting Towson get any cheap shots on him, because the more confidence he is, the better this team will be. Better this team will do overall.
A 1-0 Temple lead at the end of one second period coming right your way. Zach Demuse, my friend right here on the color. JJ Michalski behind me, play-by-play. Don't you go anywhere.
Welcome back here to the Igloo in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Temple Owls taking on the Towson Tigers. They lead after one period, 1-0 your score. I'm JJ Michalski alongside Zach Demuse, Jay Niemeyer also on the call for this evening's game. So far, the story of the game, the Temple Owls offense dominating thus far. Towson with only 3 shots in the first period, the Owls with 18. Zach, it's been a tale of 2 teams through one period.
Yeah, like I said with Taylor on the intermission report, really, as soon as the puck was dropped, Temple came out and they played dominant hockey. And now that the sides are switched, we're not going to have much action in front of us here on Temple's defensive zone because it seems like the puck has been kept in Towson's defensive zone and Temple's offensive zone for almost the first half. For almost the first period. And we still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in power play time for the Owls. So I imagine it's going to be very, very similar to the first period. A lot of Temple pressure, a lot of Temple forecheck that's almost dominating this team.
Jay, team huddling up near the benches. What did you hear for this extended power play that's going on? Still 2:30 left on that 5-minute major that was assessed near the end of the first.
I'll be honest, guys, I didn't hear much over the music that our friend Jared Giovanni has got pumping, but they look ready.
Thanks so much, Jay. Temple getting ready to start the second period now. Charles Giaza skating in to take this face-off to begin the second. Getting involved here, Giaza with the only goal of the night here in Temple right now in the draft horse power play. 2:31 left on that. And once again, they start the period. Michael Irie getting it, passing it off to Giaza. Now to Ondick. The puck stops on the wet ice. And that's not really what you want to see to start this second period of play. Temple dumping it into the zones. And Zach, I'm surprised they let the period start this early. The ice still super wet from the Zamboni being out here and dragging it.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that to see exactly how this puck's moving in the beginning of the second period. Does not look good right now. We'll see what happens.
Puck moving super slow across the zone. Giaza trying to get the one-timer on it. And there's a gliss to the ice. Not sure if you can quite see it on the camera. Temple right now battling through it in the offensive zone. Giaza chipping it around. No real shots coming yet for the Owls. 1:45 left on this power play for them here in the second period. Shot on goal comes from Ondick, but it's blocked away. Stepping in front of it that time is Jacob Snyder, the goalkeeper.
Point blank shot, right? Excuse me, JJ. Point blank shot there, right there for Ondick. Just missed the opportunity.
Ondick with an excellent chance in front, as you mentioned, Zach. Temple holding up in their own end. 1:23 left on the power play. keeping it in. A huge play there by Matt Janae. Passing it across the zone, shot on goal, and a huge glove save made there by Jacob Snyder. How about that play by Janae there to keep the puck in the zone?
Yeah, like you said, JJ, this puck has been bouncing all over the place. This rink, is wet from the Zamboni. Has not fully frozen yet. So keep an eye on that. Giazza had an excellent one-timer chance. The puck just jumped right over his stick, so we'll have to keep advantage of that. Keep an eye on that as well. But Janae really saved a power play for the Towson Tigers there.
1:16 left on that power play for the Owls so far here in the game. 1-0 they lead, 18:38 left here in the second period of play. Temple holding up now, passing it around, really establishing a good power play so far, Zach.
Yeah, but we need to make sure they keep it in the offensive zone as they just let it go down to their defensive zone near Galitsky. But make sure they get a puck, get a play drawn up there.
And that might be an effect of the ice right there. Reed losing the puck, it stops as he's skating forward. And as I mentioned, you can still see puddles of water on the ice from when the Zamboni came out. Right now, Barberini battling against that as he dumps it up the ice. 36 seconds left on the power play for the Owls.
Puck has a mind zone right now. Need to be aware of that going forward.
Barberini dodging out of the way of the referee. He apologizes now to Alex. And skating forward with the puck, Brendan LeBombard. He shoots, blocked away. LeBombard now passes out to the point, held onto there by the Owls. Back to LeBombard. Looking to pass across the zone in front, and a pad save made there by Snyder.
I don't know what exactly was being talked about in the Towson, locker room in the intermission report, but they need to make sure this defense is on. And right now, the Towson Tigers look asleep. They don't look like they're having any pressure. Another point-blank shot from Temple right in front of the goal crease. It's going to find the meshing sooner or later if this Towson team does not fix this defensive problem.
12 seconds left on the power play. They're about to get their man back. Towson looking for the clear right here. They don't get it. Garrett Elmer keeps it in the zone, now throwing a shot towards net, and Snyder gloves it. Jay, what's being said right now about the condition of this ice to begin this second period?
Alex Barberini just came off the ice, and he said it was a swamp. That was the word he used, and I believe him. They are not happy about how wet it is.
Galitsky bangs his stick to mark the end of the power play for the Owls. Coming back onto the ice for Towson is their lost skater. In the box was Benjamin Murphy for that hit from behind, a 5-minute major.
5-minute major there for the Owls. If you're to Pacow, you might be a little disappointed they couldn't find the back of the net there, especially how dominant they've been so far.
All things considered, still 1 for 2 on the power play on the evening is Temple. And right now the Owls trying to get an even strength goal. 17 minutes left to play here in the second. You still got a ton of time to work with here in the second period, Zach.
It's funny, when both teams were on 5-on-5 before the 5-minute major, Temple almost looked a lot more powerful and a lot more energetic than they went on the power play, and they seemed to lose a step, so hopefully they get it back right here, JJ.
Temple right now playing small hockey, just keeping the puck close to the net because you can't take the long shots that they were trying in the first period. Janae back to pick it up. And Janae just clearing his own line, unable to keep it in the zone. A mistake there by Ryan Dieter.
Puck jumped right over his stick, the captain for the Tigers.
Puck goes back to Dieter now, who has it stolen away by Ian Bowles. Bowles getting involved in the offense now. Bowles mainly a defensive guy that we see play for the Owls. Doesn't get involved too much offensively, but right now playing at the point, trying to dump it in. Towson stealing it away. Bowles back on defense from the red line, clears it back in.
Love to see Bowles get a little bit more playing time here, get a little bit more in the play. He's a great player, even better person off the ice, and currently he has no goals, no assists, so love to see him get some sort of points here in this game, JJ.
And Zach, the way we talked about that 5-minute major power play for the Owls, you wouldn't think that they just got 7 shots here so far in the second period, but they did, and that's what Temple's been doing well so far this evening. They've been able to put shots on net and really challenge Schneider, who's in goal for the Towson Tigers. Bowles playing defense now. Temple's trying to steal it away. With the puck is Nick Nagagwa. And now Galitsky comes out of his net. He throws the stick up. What a save there from the freshman.
Yeah, just got a little piece of the stick. Almost looked like the nub at the top. Shot the puck towards the top of the netting there. Was able to keep it out of the meshing. But now Towson has a power play in their own offensive zone. Love to see what happens here. This is a rarity so far this game. Haven't had many opportunities.
In the face-off circle for the Tigers, Nick Nakawa from Los Angeles, California. Shot thrown towards net. It goes high and wide. And Zach, it isn't often you see a player from California step onto the ice.
Nick Nakagawa from Los Angeles, California. You're right. Almost looking for the long locks of hair falling out of the helmet there.
California, more known for its surfing or maybe even basketball or baseball due to the warm weather out there. But no, he chooses hockey and comes to Maryland out of all states to play hockey for the Towson Tigers here in Division I club hockey. Now Ondick with the puck, looking to move it around in the offensive zone. Ice now beginning to dry. Temple getting back to their faster pace of play.
It's what you want to see if you're Pat Carroll. Make sure your boys still have the energy that they need to as the puck is thrown right onto the net there. So looking forward to that, making sure that they're not making any mistakes going forward.
Towson trying to clear their zone. They're unable to. Barberini keeps it in with his big figure. It goes back now, picked up by Smedley, who banks a pass. In on goal is Brendan Ondick. He makes a move. He shoots. He scores! Brendan Ondick, my oh my, a breakaway goal for him. Temple leads 2-0.
Another mistake by the Towson Tigers there gave Brendan Ondick the chance, and he capitalized on it, JJ. What a beautiful move to force Jacob Snyder out of the goal over there, undressed him, as they would say in the NHL.
Ondick takes the puck in and buries the biscuit in the oven, puts it away for the Temple Owls goal.
As soon as Ondick got that puck, it was right in front of the bench, and you could see the boys all jump right up. They knew as soon as he got that puck that he was going to bury it.
Jay, I did notice that both benches actually jumped up, but you see the Temple Owls spring completely to their feet. But let's talk about the assist from Kyle Smedley there. What a bank pass off the boards.
Keeping your head up into the play, watching for the opportunities, that makes a great hockey player. That's exactly what Kyle Smedley did there, and it gave him an assist.
Janae passing it off now. On his own end of the ice is Josh Moses. Haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight.
But when we have, it's been physical, and I like to see that.
Moses right now working in the back with Janae, working very well together. Both freshmen on the defensive line, and they both started in tonight's game. A hit from behind there. Janae down on the ice. He's struggling to get up. Fowler tripped up. No call there. Shot on net. Galitsky didn't see it, but luckily it went wide.
Looks like the only shots that Towson have been able to get so far, JJ, are just chip shots near the boards, just kind of throwing it on net, and luckily for Galitsky, it's gone high.
To Janae it goes. Janae passing off. Temple moving through the zone. Lumbombard passing, and it goes down the ice. No icing on the play. Temple winning the race to it momentarily. Looking to establish possession. Out to Bowles it goes. Bowles a pass down low. Looking to get a shot on net. That shot was blocked away by Snyder. Towson expressing some frustration after the play. Puck ends up all the way down here in front of our own net.
If you're Towson, we talked about it in the first period as well as the intermission report. Accept it, but how to fix that going forward, minimal mistakes for your team. And listen, both goals they've given up have been mistakes on their defense, one being a breakaway, one being a defender not having a stick on the ice, allowing for Charles Giazza to put one behind the net.
Temple 5-4 on the season so far, looking to improve to 6-4. Right now they have a 2-0 lead with 13:40 left in the second. And this weekend they have an excellent opportunity to pick up 2 wins against Towson as they play tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow they travel down to Maryland for that game. Temple in their own end with the puck. Passing it down low. Charles Giazza holding. He throws it across the zone now. Back to the point. Holding there is Janae, getting it back to Giazza. Now a slap shot from Janae at the point, tipped in front. Couple of bodies got in front of it, unable to put the puck away. Across the zone it goes. Giazza skating quickly to it. He now holds up across for Janae. Janae holding, misses on that shot. Now but to Giazza, who throws a shot towards the net. It's blocked away.
Love to see the passing for Temple so far. They look like they're communicating. They look like they're on fire right now.
Temple on a power play right now. A draft horse power play, that is. 1:13 left on that.
I just want to say that was excellent recovery by Matthew Janae after he missed the puck. He still had the wherewithal and his head on his shoulders to see where was open, and that was in the captain, Charles Giazza.
In the box for the Tigers, it's Chase Collier. Temple holding on to it right now, looking to go up 3-0 in the game. They show a shot towards net. Brendan Ondick takes a shot. It's blocked away. He's looking for his second. He gets applause from the bench. Now out to the top. Barberini throwing a shot towards goal, and he's unable to do so. Barberini, not a huge goal scorer. He told us that at media day. Now he makes a huge play in the defensive end, but it's going to be a penalty against him for tripping. Holding will be the call instead. Barberini heads to the box. Now Towson gets their opportunity to go on the power play in 36 seconds once the 4-on-4 expires.
Costa Pizanis is the player who's drawed that penalty off of off of Barberini there. He almost stole the puck from him, but then Barberini did whatever he could to prevent a breakaway chance against Galitsky there for the Owls. So we'll take it if the Owls, of course, don't like to go on the penalty kill here, but they're going to have to do it because it could have been a 2-1 game if that did not occur.
So 4-on-4 hockey right now. Temple holding on to it. They can't clear just yet and get the free ice. Right now, Towson holding on in their own end, and they need a goal big here if they're looking to come back in this game. Towson knows it, and they're playing hard, but it's Bladen Reed who comes in, poking it away and poking it up the ice. Towson recovers in the neutral zone. Now looking to come back, Andrew Kaiser trying to get the puck. To Ian Bowles now. Just 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Then Towson goes to the 5-on-4 advantage. Into the zone goes Kaiser. Andrew Kaiser with it. Passing it across the net. Nothing comes to that opportunity. Now Temple on the Ritchie's penalty kill here in the second period of play. 11:33 left. Towson carrying through the neutral zone. With it on his stick and taking it in is number 4, Robert Statlander. Statlander passing it back now. He gets it to Curtin. Curtin passes across the zone. Now dumping it low. Pass in front through the legs of Galitsky. Drew Lutzig able to get the goal for Towson. A power play goal for them. And Temple lead now cut to 2-1.
Matt Curtin picked up the puck as soon as that goal was scored. May have been his first when he scored it. But listen, Bladen Reed right in front of the net needs to put his stick down because that could have been prevented. If you're Galitsky and net, Joey Galitsky, not much you could do there. Just threw it in front of the goal mouth and was able to knock it home.
Galitsky beat through the 5-hole. Just a 6-shot on goal tonight, and the first one that finds the back of the net for the Towson
Throw
Tigers.
pucks towards the net no matter who you are, and they will end up behind the net eventually.
Giazza loses this face-off that ensues. Back to 5-on-5 hockey now after the power play goal by the Towson Tigers. Jay, what's the energy like down on the benches right now after Temple loses their chance at a shutout this evening?
Definitely would have been great for Joey Galitsky to get his first career shutout, but a little more tense. A little tense. Seems like Carroll's actually trying to talk to the refs, but overall, Temple still seems confident.
Kyle Smedley in the face-off circle. Excuse me, no, it's Giazza in the face-off circle. Smedley dropping back on defense. It goes to Smedley off the draw, though. Now Towson on the attack, and a different Towson Tigers team centering pass in front. Mike Walker steps up and makes the play. To Giazza on the outside. And the forwards playing a ton of defense so far in the game for the Owls.
Just going to make a point, JJ. The Owls did play so energetic when they had the lead. Now they still have the lead only by 1 now. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond after the goal by Towson.
This puck goes down. Galitsky throws his hand up. It is called icing with 10:42 left in the second period. Well, Zach, we like to have fun here on the TU Ice Network, and if the fans stick around for tonight's broadcast, they'll be able to catch Ben Auerbach, who's a scratch for tonight. We'll have him featured early on in the third period here on the broadcast with us.
One of the key players for this Temple Owls team in general, they're stone wall in front of the net as Ben Auerbach is, so that'll be fun coming up in this intermission report or at the post-game show.
Temple looking to get the puck back towards net. It's Mike Walker looking to extend the Owls' lead to 2. Right now they lead by 1, 2-1. Temple over Towson. Barberini has it cleared off his stick. Towson looking to win the race to this puck, but Smedley drops back on defense, passing it off to Barberini, who passes a pass off the board. And Towson now getting the puck back into the offensive end. Smedley once again with the recovery for Temple.
It's evident that Temple is not playing with as much energy as they did when the first period began. Need to find that again, because when they were playing like that, they were unstoppable.
Smedley and Walker, a miscommunication there, and that's one thing that we haven't seen work out for the Owls so far here in the second period. Communication. Walker takes a shot now. It's blocked away by the pads and gloved eventually by Snyder.
You talked about communication. Temple was evident in doing that in the first period. They knew where the players were at every specific time, and when that happens, it's a lot easier to play hockey. Right now, it almost looks like they're playing with blindfolds on.
The best communication we did see, Smedley on that assist getting the puck up to Ondick, and that resulted in a goal. We see what happens when Temple's able to communicate. Ondick takes a shot there that's blocked away. Delayed offsides right now. Temple able to get back on, but not before Towson dumps it down the ice. Janae looking back to touch it up, being bullied along the boards by Colin Mercier. Now a shot towards the net. That caught the post, it sounded like.
Lucky like it did. Galitsky had no idea where that puck was.
Janae now with a breakout pass across the neutral zone, looking for Ondick. Back to pick it up for Towson. Dropping back is Richard Adams. Adams passes it around the board. And Towson now looking to clear their end of the ice. Towson skating hard right now. Josh Moses, though, able to win the race back for it. He tips it up into the boards, gets hit. And Towson just dumping the puck in. Dump and chase for them right now. To Janae. Janae holding off against Evan Walcott. Now a pass up the ice, looking for Michael Irie for the Owls. Towson once again drops back, and right now Towson dominating possession. Michael Irie has the puck stolen away from his feet. A diving Towson Tiger was able to take it away from him. Irie along the board still with the puck. Now a pass out to the point. Shot from the outside. Save made there. A blocker save. And it's blocked away towards the corner. 8:23 left now in the second period. Still just 6 shots for the Towson Tigers. 29 for the Owls in the game. Matt Janae battling once again. Towson outnumbering him 2-1. Getting the puck towards the net is Berea. Towson looking to come back and tie this game right now. Stolen off the stick. Nathan Daly with it. Daly holding. Now taking a shot towards the net. Couple of sticks out in front of that one. And a huge hit here. Lumbombard gets physical. To the middle of the net it goes. Picked up. Janae clearing. And Matt Janae's been huge in the last couple of minutes. A nice shift for him on defense.
I do want to touch on Sean Fowler, number 77, had a huge check behind Galitsky, making sure Towson was not comfortable with that puck.
Bladen Reed dumping the puck up the ice. He holds in the defensive end. It's him and Janae on defense. Now back towards the net it goes. And right now, Temple's defensive line in Janae, Reed, and in goal Galitsky, all freshmen. A very young team for the Owls, but they aren't playing as if they're inexperienced.
No, Janae's looked fantastic in the past couple minutes, really dominating behind the net.
Now Sean Fowler, a veteran for the Temple Owls team, dumps it around, but he finds Bladen Reed. Reed smartly clears, gets it up the ice to Zambella. Temple into the offensive zone. Zambella taking a shot towards net. He lost his stick on the play. Stick snapped in half. Back into the zone it goes.
Towson almost caught Temple on a almost a benches, swap there as they were trying to change their lines, and it almost ended up dangerous for the Owls.
First line of offense out there for the Owls now in Van Allen, Walker, and Giazza. Certainly a power play line for them and someone that can really score goals. Giazza with 1 goal on the night, and right now the difference maker is Ondick's breakaway goal. Barberini unable to keep it in at the point there. He goes back to chase.
Barberini, another stick that popped right over his stick, almost giving a big opportunity for Towson, but luckily they were able not to capitalize.
Shot thrown towards net here, and Barberini is hurt. He's injured. He grabbed towards his knee. Play continues. Now the puck up into the netting, and Alex Barberini, he went down hard, checked into the boards, and he's grabbing near his knee. Checking up on him kindly is Ryan Dieter. Dieter, the captain for the Towson Tigers, and you certainly hope to see Barberini skate off the ice under his own power.
Just a little mix-up behind the net there after the puck bounced over his stick in the Owls' offensive zone. He went down to recover and got mixed up with the Towson player, went down hard and grasped his knee immediately. Like you said, he is 6'6", 6'8" with skates, so that's a lot of body coming down on his knee right there.
Aja Caracho coming onto the ice, the athletic trainer for the Owls. Temple with a new coaching staff this year. Head coach for the Owls is Pat Carroll, assistant coach Frank Blust and Kevin Ryder. And so far this season, they've done a really nice job, Zach, of being able to manage a Temple team, keeping a few veterans, but a lot of new faces on this Temple Owls roster here in 2019.
Yeah, a lot of freshmen coming in, Janae being one of them. He's provided a lot of defensive, personality for these Owls, and look forward to continue because they can only do nothing. They can't do anything but grow together and almost collaborate with one another, and the more that they can do that, the better the team will be.
Icing waved off down the play now, and surprised to see that. Temple cleared it all the way down the length of the ice. Now they steal it away in the offensive zone. It's Van Allen passing it across, and it goes off the post for Mike Walker. Oh, man, what an opportunity there.
If you're Nick Van Allen, it's almost like it's inevitable. He's had a couple main opportunities. He just had a biggest opportunity probably of his hockey career, net wide open, unable to find meshing.
Mike Walker on the shot there, shooting it across, and as you mentioned, net wide open, rings it off the post. You don't get closer than that.
You don't, and that's why you need to capitalize on these opportunities, especially the way Towson's playing right now. Have a little bit more physicality than they're used to.
Hockey, a very fast game. You can't blame him for missing that shot at all, but certainly something that Pat Carroll would want to see put away. Let's take it down in between the benches. Jay, how's it going down there? What was the team's reaction to that as Ondick takes it in towards net? Now a shot thrown there. Goal for the Owls! Temple with another score. It's 3-1. They lead it with 5:19.
Well, guys, their reaction to the non-goal doesn't matter much anymore because they get that 2-goal lead back.
A huge goal there for the Owls. Tough to see from this angle who tipped it in, but Michael Irie leads the high five line down the bench. We'll await for the official scorer on that one. Temple leads it 3-1 with 5:19 left in the game.
JJ, it looked like Brendan Ondick had his stick in there as well, so we'll wait for the announcement to see exactly who it is.
It is Irie who gets credited for the goal there. We'll get the official assist for you in the period break, but right now Towson crashing the net. And a huge play there. Michael Irie once again comes up big. He gets his stick in front of it and knocks it towards the netting, saving Joey Galitsky.
Michael Irie, Ian Bowles there to make sure that was not a goal for the Owls. Another big opportunity. Temple let up. Need to be careful going forward.
I was about to bring up, you guys wanted to see more of Ian Bowles, and there he is doing a great play to save Joey Galitsky.
Towson holding in their own end. Irie trying to clear the puck. Shot thrown towards net, a kick save made, and now another slap shot thrown towards the net. Galitsky having trouble finding the puck right now, but it's cleared out of the zone. And we mentioned Bowles. I saw him earlier today grabbing his lunch with a couple of teammates, and he said there's no way we're going to lose this game tonight. Bowles super confident coming into it. Towson now carrying in once again, centering pass there. Smedley stepping up to make the play.
Thank goodness he did, because that was his man crashing right in the center of the ice, and that could have been easily been a goal.
Temple trying to clear the puck right now. Irie with it. He dumps it in. Joey Galitsky touching up. And Galitsky in tonight because Ben Auerbach out for the Temple Owls, and not for too long, but maybe the next couple of games. Auerbach just a scratch for tonight's game, and stepping in is Joey Galitsky, the freshman goalkeeper. He's done a nice job so far, facing 9 shots, just 1 goal so far.
He has, especially because a lot of Towson's shots have been deflections and come from the glass, not really easy, through the lane shots that he's had to see through a lot of men to find to track that puck and knock it away.
Towson dumping it across their own defensive end, tipping it into the bench now. And Temple with a stoppage of play, 3:48 left here in the second period. 33 shots on goal and 3 goals on the night for the Owls.
Like you said, Ben Auerbach, goalie one night, broadcaster the next. We hope he's going to join us for our intermission report, get his insight just exactly to see how Joey Galitsky has been playing, as well as this offense for Temple Owls.
And skating off the bench is Barberini, giving way to that right knee, and I saw Barberini grab it as soon as he went down. He limps to the locker room right now. Not a sight you want to see for the Temple Owls. Barberini in trouble there.
Looks like he could put some weight on it, but definitely want to make sure he is okay. Obviously done for this game.
Down the ice it goes. Towson clearing it out, and we just mentioned Ben Auerbach. Now a possible another injury for the Temple Owls as Barberini skates off the ice with 3:30 left in the second period. Out to the point it goes, dumped back in, held onto by the Owls. Joshua Moses at the point. Towson looking for the clear. Now it's cleared back down towards the net, and holding up in the other end. Moving forward now is Robert Statlander. Statlander has it passed off his skate. Pass towards the boards. Moses isn't there, but instead it's Zambella this time, who knocks it in towards the Towson zone.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens to Alex Barberini's replacement, because he was on the top line of the defense with Kyle Smedley, so we'll see exactly what happens.
We will, in fact, see how they adjust, and we'll go down to Jay in just a moment to see the reaction from the bench so far and how Coach Carroll has been reacting to that, but right now Towson attacking in their own offense end. Shot towards goal, and it deflects into the net. Tipped in front. Goal for Towson. It's 3-2 Temple.
Looks like Nick Nakagawa, almost the person from Los Angeles, California, getting the deflection. Nick Galitsky hates to see that because really nothing he can do. Nice deflection front. Got to tip the cap to Nick Nakagawa.
Nakagawa is the one who leads the team back towards the bench, and they take that puck and put it in their pocket. Possibly Nakagawa's first collegiate goal.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that. But again, listen, if you're Temple Owls, you came out dominant. You didn't expect a 3-2 lead, with 2:38 left to go in the second period. Make sure this dominance and this fast pace continues.
Mike Walker quickly into the zone, throwing a shot towards net. He caught the post earlier, and he's looking for a goal right now. So far in the game, it's been Irie, Giaza, and Ondik who have scored for the Owls. 3-2 they lead. Towson just getting back on the board. Across for Van Allen, centering pass in front, looking for Giaza. Giaza took down the goalie, and his stick got tangled up. Giaza angry right now. And Charles Giaza getting into things there with Jacob Snyder.
Yeah, look, Giaza was lucky they didn't call an offsides because Ian Bowles entered the zone when Giaza never left.
Well,
And that's why Giaza was mad, the goalkeeper Snyder for Towson. He was holding on to Giaza's stick, and Giaza didn't want to leave the zone without his stick.
well, that, and also you have to just think about Giaza got checked into the goalie there, and the goalie was, and Snyder was obviously frustrated for being taken out, which why wouldn't you be? Giaza, a tall figure standing out there on the ice. He's 6'2", 205. You don't necessarily want to get hit by him, especially as a goalie.
Yeah, even with pads, I don't know if I would want to.
And then Giaza loses his stick, tempers flare a little bit, but Temple in the offensive zone right now with the puck, 1:45 left to play in the second period this evening.
But listen, if you're Pat Carroll, you're on the bench screaming at these guys, get another tally on the board because this Towson team is coming alive now with the opportunities.
Towson taking it into the zone. Ian Bowles with the back check for Temple. Passing it up for Michael Irie, who tips it off the top of the glass and gets it to Ondik. Brendan Ondik with another opportunity. In on goal he goes. Shot goes wide of the net.
Wasn't able to contain the puck there.
Ondik with a lot of fancy moves. We've seen him break a couple out so far tonight. Now to the top of the point for Smedley, deflected down in front. Towson clearing it high up into the air and down the left of the ice. Ian Bowles quickly skating. He wins the race to the puck. Bowles now still with it, and he stops himself. 1:03 left here in the second period.
You're lucky Ian Bowles can skate because the Towson Tiger was racing right behind him.
And now Galitsky comes out of the net. A tripping call coming up against Towson. 6 skaters on the ice for the Owls. Centering pass in front. Towson touches it, and there's the whistle for the penalty.
Listen, if you're Pat Carroll, this is what you want to see. They gave you an opportunity. Put another goal behind the net there because Towson is getting their momentum. Already scored 2 unanswered goals.
We saw Towson begin the second period on the penalty kill. Temple on the power play. Now they go back on the draft horse power play here in the end of the second period. This one will carry over if Temple's not able to score in the next 45 seconds. The tripping call assess to Colin Hayward after he tripped up Mike Walker, and I was confused for a second. I thought Mike Walker just fell to the ground, and it was a little puzzling, so nice to see that tripping call is there. Temple holding in their own end. It's Van Allen passing it off. Giaza in the corner with Michael Irie. Now behind the net for Van Allen. To Ondik. Ondik out to the point for Janae. Now across for Giaza, who takes the slap shot, blocked away. Giaza getting cheers from the Temple faithful.
Giaza wants that one back, I can tell you that.
Janae passing it across for Ondik at the point. Down low for Giaza. He gives it back. Bits in front. Shot blocked away. Huge save there for Snyder, and the Towson bench explodes.
The open net was calling his name, JJ. I don't know how he missed that. Puck must have jumped right over his stick.
I think Snyder got his pedal on it.
Oh my goodness, what a save.
Michael Irie with his second opportunity for a goal on the evening. And Snyder steals it right out of the air. 35 shots for the Owls, just 5 seconds left in this second period of play.
That was your chance if you're the Owls, but at the same time, if you're Towson, you're hitting the pad of your goaltender as you head into the locker room because he has kept you in this game countless times tonight.
Giaza throws a shot towards net. It hits off the glass. And finally, there's the buzzer, what might have seemed like the longest 5 seconds of my life. And right now, Towson strikes for 2 in the period. A couple of goals for them, one courtesy of the power play, another a deflection goal in front. Temple gets back on the board courtesy of Michael Irie and Brendan Ondick. Ondick, a breakaway goal. But really one of the biggest questions of the period, one of the top defensemen for the Owls, Alex Barberini, goes off the ice with an injury, appeared to be to that right knee of his. We'll try to get you an update on that. Second period of play complete. We're done 40 minutes. Jay Niemeyer down on the ice. We'll take it down to Jay, who's with one of the Temple players.
Hi guys, I'm here with Kyle Smedley, the defenseman for the Temple. Kyle, what was that second period for you guys?
It was an alright second period. We're getting pucks on net. A little lackadaisical in the D zone, but as long as we keep getting pucks deep and bodies to the net, I think we'll be alright. He's given up a lot of rebounds, so.
Can you really say it's lackadaisical when you've only allowed 10 shots through 2 periods?
10 shots, it should be about 5 by now, but you know, it's alright. A little breakdowns here and there. We got to capitalize on the power play too. Got to start scoring, but I got faith in the boys. They'll pull through.
Yeah, and you guys will have over a minute of power play time to start this period. What can you guys do differently than how you started this period?
I think we got to shoot a little bit more. I feel like we're working a lot of pucks, but you know, Giazza gets that one tee off. It's in every time. So the goalie's making some unbelievable saves, though.
And a question I don't want to have to ask, but with the loss of Alex Barberini, what are you guys as the D-Corps kind of focusing on now?
D-Corps, we're just focusing on stepping up easy on the red line, absorbing, getting pucks deep. You know, we just want to spend a little time in our zone as possible. So as long as we keep the puck in their zone, we'll be fine.
Thanks, Matt. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, JJ. Niemeyer down on the ice with Kyle Smedley, defenseman for the Temple Owls. And after 2 periods of play, Temple leads Towson 3-2, leads in shots 35-10. And for more analysis coming up on the intermission report, Zach Demuse and Taylor Snyder. For now, I'm JJ Mahowski. We'll see you in a couple of moments. Welcome back to Temple Ice Hockey here on the TU Ice Network. Temple leading, entering the third period. It's 3-2 over the Towson Tigers. Temple dumping it into the zone. A special guest on you for this third period of play. I'm JJ Mahowski alongside Zach Demuse. And now into the booth with us, it's Ben Auerbach. Temple on the power play right now. And it's stolen away, taken down the ice. A breakaway for the Towson Tigers looking to tie it up. They shoot, they score! And this goal will count. Joey Galitsky begging the ref that the net came off its moorings. And no goal, they say.
Yeah, look from my angle, it just hit off the pipe after it was coming off its moorings.
Joey Galitsky pleading his case there. And Ben, an absence from net tonight. What's it been like watching from the sidelines so far?
I mean, you obviously want to be out there on the ice, but you know, I'm glad we're up in the game right now. I hope we can finish it off.
Joey Galitsky, the freshman goalkeeper's faced 11 shots so far, made 9 saves in the game. Not a whole lot of offense coming from the Towson Tigers right now. Temple University on the power play. 28 seconds left on that Draft Tours power play. Giazza taking out of the zone now and dumping it back in. Zach talking to the trainer in between periods, and you had an injury report from us coming back here in the third period of play right now. Temple holding on to it in the offensive end. Shot towards net. Giazza's shot is blocked away. Now to Irie. Irie to Janae. Back to Irie. Power play expiring. Giazza across the zone. The slap shot's missed on.
Giazza's hungry. He wants another one. Goslin just able to get a piece of his shot without it entering into the net.
Van Allen hits the deck here, no call on it. Towson will carry out of the zone. And Ian Bowles comes in with some speed. Temple in front, a huge glove save made there. What a chance for the Owls. Ben, the offensive attack this year has been amazing so far. What's it been like working with head coach Pat Carroll?
It's obviously a change of pace from last year. I think it's a lot more structured. The practices are a lot more high tempo, and I think it's, you know, everyone's really buying into what we're trying to do here. So it's definitely been a lot better than last year. I think, you know, like we say all the time, the program's going in the right direction. So it really makes us feel good as seniors.
Temple taking a shot here, and you mentioned that you are seniors, a very young team this year so far, Ben, and we've seen a lot of freshmen get in play.
Yeah, we have. We've seen a lot of freshmen contribute, and I think that really is going to help their confidence, especially going into their, second, third, and fourth years when they're not going to have these senior guys to look up to. They're going to be the guys that, the incoming guys look up to, to set the example.
Thomas Zambello on the puck, 17:53 left in this third period of play. Right now, the Owls looking to get back on the board for some insurance. They're in the offensive zone, holding on to it. A battle along the boards, lots of hit being laid down. Now it's carried out and taken the other way by Richard Adams.
Ben, you talked about how Joey Galitsky's in net, and he's a freshman as well. So, what's it been like having him as your backup, almost having him look up to you as almost a role model so far this season?
Yeah, he's a great guy. He works hard. He's always trying to listen and get better, and I try to help him out when I can. So, just having that coachability is huge.
Shot on net there. It's blocked away. Sean Fowler with the shot and a stick save made. And Ben, both of the goaltenders that are backups for you, Steven Glick as well, the second goalkeeper for tonight's game, also a freshman, and really just trying to help out the freshmen as much as you can. What's the biggest tip that you've given them so far this year?
I think just learning how to manage the game and realizing that they are better than they may think they are going into games, and just having confidence. I think that's the biggest thing with young goalies in this league is they might not have as much confidence. So just tell them they're fine and they look good in practice. So as long as they're working hard and doing the right things, they'll be fine.
And a Ritchie's penalty kill coming up now. Temple with a tripping call headed to the box are the Owls, and stepping in there. We'll get the name and number for you in just a second. It's number 9 for the Owls. That's Josh Moses taking the penalty. Not something you want to see here down the stretch. 17:05 left in the third. Temple with a 1-goal lead. Face-off won by the Towson Tigers, and they'll hold. Only the second power play for the Tigers so far in the game. Second Ritchie's penalty kill that we've seen face tonight.
If you're the Owls, you've seen Towson in the last couple minutes have a lot of momentum. That obviously goal opportunity the first couple seconds of the period. So you need to capitalize on this kill of this penalty of the power play for the Towson Tigers, I should say.
Towson circling around the zone now. A slap shot from the top. A nice stick save there made by Galitsky. Towson holding on once again. And a broken stick on the other side. Coming back to grab a new one's Ryan Dieter, the captain for the Tigers. 1:22 left on the power play. Holding. Now a shot taken. Save made there by Galitsky. A huge pad save. Still holding on to it are the Tigers. Haven't left the zone yet on this power play. That's been crucial for them. Temple looking to clear the puck right now. They're unable to. Off their sticks it goes. Towson back to it. To the point. Dumped in. And now a clear finally comes from the Owls. And Ben, what do you think about when you're on a penalty kill like this? Crucial game right now, 3-2 the score.
Honestly, we're just worried about playing to our system and staying on our structure and, doing the right things. Obviously, we're going to have to block some shots and make some sacrifices. But, as long as we kill that penalty, we don't care about, what happens.
Now, Ben, as a goaltender, does your mindset change power play, penalty kill, whatever it might be, regular 5-on-5?
I think obviously we want to buckle down on a penalty kill, but, no matter what's going on, we want to play good sound defensive hockey and, clean up in our own zone and obviously not get scored on. So
37 seconds left on this power play. Temple leads Towson 3-2. Towson spending a majority of this power play in the offensive zone. We haven't really seen them throw a lot of shots on net tonight. And right now, not too many shots on net for them in this power play. They've mainly passed it around the offensive zone. Shot selection there, knocked down by Giza's shins in the middle of the ice. Breakaway opportunity almost for the Owls. Now it goes to Giaza, pass misconnected with Van Allen. Chipped in once again by the Tigers, who hold. Now a shot thrown towards the net, tips off a stick, and up into the netting.
Ben, how hard is it to sit here as a broadcaster now watching? I mean, obviously you want to be out there. You getting antsy?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I want to get back on the ice. Obviously I want to get back on, and hopefully I can, in the next coming weeks. So.
Temple in the defensive end right now. 5 seconds left on the power play for the Tigers. Knocking his stick on the ground is Jacob Snyder. Towson looking for a centering pass down in front, and it goes down the length of the ice. Snyder now comes out of his net to get it. He'll play it along the boards. Michael Irie steals it away. What a chance for the Owls there. Temple right now trying to get to the puck. Almost a mistake there made by Jacob Snyder. Towson carries out. Down the ice they go. Holding, now spinning is Matt Curtin, trying to put a shot towards net. And clearing the puck up for Janae is Charles Giazza. Ben, I've always had a question about hockey. Why do goaltenders knock their stick on the ground nearing the end of a power play?
Oh, so their team knows that the power play is about to end, so we know that guy in the box is about to come out for a potential breakaway pass. The defenseman can come back and fill that spot.
Ondick looking for the wraparound there, but it's cleared down the length of the ice. Is there a certain number of taps that you like to use with your team to let them know?
Not necessarily. It's just when it gets to about 5 seconds, I'll start tapping until they get out of the box.
Is there anything that you're superstitious about and really like to keep your game the same moving into it? Any sort of meals that you like to have before a game or after a big win?
No, I don't really have anything in particular I do before the games. During a game, I'll go out and skate to my net, go out to my right side every time there's a goal scored, whether it's on me or our team, just to clear my head and start the new play.
Towson in their own end right now. 13:56 left in the game. Temple looking for a huge go-ahead goal. They're up 3-2 right now, but still looking for some cushion.
Yeah, they definitely need that cushion, J.J. Towson playing strong. Temple playing physical as well, taking a couple big hits and giving some as well, but they need to be careful here as we see a scrum breakout in between the glass.
And Jay, let's go down to you. What was that like right there? Jay almost caught a stick to the face.
I'm still catching sticks to the face. We've got Bladen Reed, we've got Jason Jambon, and we've got Brandon LeBombard all involved over here.
A huge hit there in front of the boards. Jay, who was hit down there? I believe it was a Towson player that was hit first, right?
Yeah, it was a Towson player that was hit first, and then Temple wouldn't let him up, and Temple started to get a little feisty.
Who delivered the hit from Temple, Jay?
Looked like it was Bladen Reed.
Bladen Reed delivers the hit there for the Owls. And we're going to see a couple of penalties dished out here. We'll get that to you in just a second. And Ben, last year we saw tempers flare a lot for the Owls, and maybe you can speak to that a little bit. Has Pat Carroll talked to you guys about that at all, about really staying composed during the games and not letting your tempers get the best of you?
Yeah, I mean, I think we realize it's definitely hard to win a game when you're in the box for most of the time. So part of what we want to be have here as our culture is discipline. So that means, on ice discipline, and someone hacks you or anything like that, you don't want to retaliate because it's just gonna, put a detriment to the team. So I think we put a big emphasis on discipline and just playing the right way, playing smart hockey.
Now, Ben, I mean, coming into this game, if you're playing and you're looking at the schedule, I mean, Towson coming in is 1-7. Does that change your mindset at all? Does that almost like change your game plan? Are you a lot heavier on the offensive side? Are you a lot heavier on the defensive side? Or do you just go out and play hockey like you normally would?
Yeah, I think it's just business as usual. If you look at their schedule, they've played some pretty good teams. So you can't really judge it based off that. But I think any game we come into, we want to get the win and play our game. So.
A stat that you folks can't see at home, Temple is out shooting Towson right now 38-11. And, when you have 38 shots on goal, you're going to get some goals scored. And Temple's up 3-2 right now. Hopefully, like you said, JJ, putting a cushion on, because if the penalties here are in Temple's favor or Towson's favor, Towson's really going to look to retaliate and hopefully find a few more goals and get this game tied up and possibly take the lead.
Ben, last year we saw you face a lot of shots, and something that Zach just talked about, 38 so far for the Owls. Now we see a penalty go up on the board. Brendan LeBombard into the box for 2 minutes. Also in the box, I saw Ryan Dieter, the captain of the Towson Tigers, in there. So we'll try to get this all sorted out. But when you're facing 38 shots in a game and you're on the losing end of that effort, what is that like as a goaltender?
It's tough. It's not easy. I think you got to just stay mentally tough and stay composed and just focus on stopping the next puck. Next puck. All you're worried about is that next shot. So, they might add up, but at the end of the day, you just got to worry on your job and not worry about what's on the scoreboard.
Is there anything different about if you're ahead and say you've made 38 saves in a game and faced 40 shots, just let 2 goals in so far? Is there anything that you're thinking about, hey, I've made a lot of saves tonight, maybe something can happen here or anything like that? Or?
Yeah, I try not to get too superstitious with that. I try to just, worry about the next shot, and if I'm playing a good game, I might take that as, I'm confident, but at the same time, I'm not going to let myself, I'm not going to rest on my laurels. I'm going to, keep doing what I've been doing that's been working. So.
And now we see skaters take the ice once again.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey here for the next couple minutes here, JJ.
But Temple is eventually going to go on the power play, so 4-on-4 for now, but Ryan Dieter assessed a double minor, so he's in the box for 4 minutes. Temple's got to kill off 2 minutes of 4-on-4, and then they get their chance to go on the Drought Horse power play.
And that's exactly how Temple's probably looking at this. Let's get these first 2 minutes out of the way and then really play our game the last two, try to put one behind the goalkeeper.
Giazza wins the faceoff, a crucial win there in the offensive end, trying to get it down towards the net. Towson takes it away. Temple with numbers back on defense. Skating quickly through the zone is Bobby Jones. Shot in on goal, rings off the crossbar. And what a help there that Galitsky got. Rings off the crossbar, the tying goal for the Towson Tigers.
It's all part of the net. Hey, it helped him in this situation. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But Joey Galitsky, lucky that his glove wasn't just quick enough, but they got enough of the crossbar to stay out.
Yep, goalie's best friend right there, helping him out.
You said it right there. Galitsky's best friend tonight. We've seen a couple of shots ring off the post from both sides, and that might have been the most crucial one. Now a chance for Giazza. Skating in with speed. Giazza looking to get a 5-hole. Puck still loose in front, trying to be gathered up. Giazza loses his stick, and the puck finally frozen. What a chance for the Owls. This is insanity right now, how fast this game has been moving. Snyder upset about the call there. Bobby Jones back on defense was helping out Snyder to keep the puck towards the net.
Really not sure what Snyder's mad at, because when it looked like he was held down, it was his own player that fell on top of him. So they need to make sure the communication's stronger for Towson in front of their own net.
Smedley with the puck, passing it across the zone over for Ondick. Ondick to it now. Looking to go to the middle, leaves the puck for someone. Now out to the point, it goes for Smedley. Now across to Ondick. Ondick with 1 goal already on the evening. Down low for Kaiser. Kaiser. Ondick was calling for it. It didn't come. Now a botched pass. And Smedley with a nice play at the point. He keeps it in.
Great play with his glove there. Was able to keep the puck in the offensive zone.
They do call it delayed offside for a moment, so it did go out. Now a shot thrown on Galitsky. That'll count as a shot on goal. And not something you want to see coming from the red line there.
Not something you usually see either.
Ondick looking to carry the puck forward. As I mentioned, the 1 breakaway goal in the second period for him on the evening. Looking for more right now. And Ben, how important is cushion in the game?
I mean, I think it's huge. It definitely, puts the pressure off you guys to, if you have like a 2 or 3 goal cushion, it takes pressure off you to, get some more goals. You can just sit back and play your defensive game. But, either way, you're going to have to play the same level of hockey, trying to defend and just play good offense.
To Bladen Reed it goes there. Reed's shot is blocked away. Kaiser now looking for a centering pass. No one was home. Towson trying to carry it out. Instead, it's a far pass across the ice. Janae trying to gather up.
Janae's got to be careful. Mishandled a few pucks tonight.
Into the zone it goes. Chance on Galitsky. A huge pad save there. A butterfly stop for him. Back out into the middle it goes. Michael Irie with the puck now. Irie passing it forward. Van Allen dumping it into the zone. A funny bounce there. It goes back to Towson, who clears the length of the ice. No icing on the play. 11-17 left to play in the third period now. Temple with a 3-2 lead over Towson. Now on the power play, 1:30 left on that. Van Allen holding. Van Allen, a pass across the zone. Now to Giazza it goes, and it's cleared down the length of the ice.
Communication key there. Temple really struggling on that one. Van Allen looking for a pass, however, right to a Towson player.
Dumped in by Bladen Reed. Reed right now replacing the injured Alex Barberini on this first power play line. To Reed at the point, he loses it. Towson gets the puck. Instead of clearing this time, they carry forward. Into the offensive zone, tips up all the way into the iron beams that reach across the ice here. A new ice rink this year. What's it been like playing so far here at the Igloo compared to the York last season?
I think obviously the ice conditions are a lot better. The facilities are a lot better. Maybe a little bit more of a drive, but we have our own locker room, and it seems like home so far.
Ben Auerbach on the broadcast with us here. And Ben, I want to ask you one more question. What's been the most exciting part of the season for you right now? What's really the memory that you've taken away thus far?
I think just seeing all the new guys come out and have so much energy and buying in so much to what we're trying to do here. And, it really, like I said before, it makes us feel good as seniors to know that when we leave here, the program's going to be in a better place than we found it.
A timeout is called now. Pat Carroll will talk things over on his bench, and you get to have a lot of fun with the guys back at home. You live with Charles, if I'm not mistaken, and I hear you guys play a lot of the game NHL, and for fans at home, the video game very popular, especially amongst hockey players. Who would you say is the best Chell player on the Temple hockey team here?
I think I think that's still up for debate. I think if you ask any one of us, we'd say we're the best. So I don't know if I can say really truly say who's the best, but I think Ondik recently has been on a winning streak, so I'll give it to him right now. But I think we're coming for the throne.
Do you have a go-to team?
No, we do random, so
Random,
it's whatever
I
you
gotcha.
get. Luck of the
Gotcha.
draw.
Luck of the draw. I like it.
So timeout called here by Pat Carroll. Jay, what's going on down there on the bench? We'll bring you back in. Temple right now on the power play for another minute trying to talk things over.
Thanks, guys. So the message I got at the end of that was, let's go, let's go. Seems like Pat Carroll's not been happy with the effort from Temple, especially considering they have another minute left of their power play. They're not playing like they have the man advantage.
And that's a difference that we've seen so far this season with Pat Carroll compared to last year, encouraging this Temple team to really push forward. Last year we might have seen Temple become a little more, I can't think of the word right now, but settled with a 3-2 lead. Pat Carroll encouraging his guys to hurry up and try to score the puck.
Almost like they were satisfied. They thought they had the lead. That was it. They didn't need any more. But Pat Carroll, new energy to this team, and we love to see it so far.
Power play for the Owls across for Reed. He misses on the slap shot on the one time. Saved in the back by Lombard. 17 seconds left on the power play. Cleared down the ice by Towson. Back to touch it up is Reed.
I can see why Pat Carroll's a little upset with this team right now. I mean, they're giving Towson too many opportunities, especially with Temple being in the man advantage for another 4 seconds.
So one thing that Coach stresses is playing a full 60 minutes, and I think you're going to see that the rest of the season, really emphasize playing a full 60 minutes and playing whistle to whistle. So anytime we have a lull in the game, he's definitely not going to be happy about it.
Towson looking to clear their own end. Power play now expired, so we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Fowler passing it across the zone. Shot taken from the other side in towards net. Michael Irie looking for his second. No, shot thrown towards the goal. The net's completely open. Irie with the puck. Temple holding on to it. Out to the point it goes. Shot thrown towards net, blocked away once again. 9 minutes left in the period now. Fowler takes a hit on his side.
That was Ondik with the opportunity, and he waited a second, tried to aim the puck, and the goaltender for Towson, Jacob Snyder, really just stood tall, kept that puck out of the net.
And this puck goes up into the iron beam, so this faceoff will come in Towson's defensive end of the ice. Temple with another chance offensively to try and get this goal that they're so desperately looking for right now.
Yeah, and as long as they play conservative and as long as they play aggressive, they shouldn't have a problem with the 1-goal lead. Of course, they'd like another, but right now they're playing strong. They're not giving Towson any, miscommunication or giving them any opportunities that they don't deserve.
Van Allen with the puck, holding it. Now he passes forward, looking for Walker to Giazza. Giazza takes a shot, and it's snared in by the glove of Jacob Snyder. Snyder's had a good game so far, and Giazza getting involved in a little bit of post-academic play.
Jacob Snyder's had a great game. We saw the one save on Ondik just a few seconds ago. Even in the second period, had a few key, blocker saves. Has had 2 or 3 of those in the game as well. So he's really been the MVP player for Towson thus far.
Giazza in the offensive end. This puck tips up into the air. Giazza able to knock it down. He's got Walker and elects to shoot instead. Now it's cleared down the length of the ice. A huge hit there, and we hear some laughter. Taking the hit there is Simon Goslin.
Big hit put on by Captain Charles right in front of us. Oh my goodness, he's fired up. He's ready to go.
That looked like it hurt.
It did. It definitely did. Don't want to be on the receiving end of a Charles Giazza check.
No, you do not.
Is there a way that you deal with the pain of being a goalie? Do you just eventually get over of being hit by the puck constantly?
Yeah, I think it's just something you get used to.
Because, when did you start goaltending? How old were you when you started being your goalie?
8 years old.
Yeah, so, you've lived with it.
Yeah.
And also, if you focus on how bad it hurts to get hit, you're not focusing on making the next save. I played field hockey goaltender. I imagine it's a similar situation.
Irie dumps it out to the point. Now Irie dumping it down low. Temple holding on in the corner, looking to get it to Ondik. 7:54 left in the game. Out in front, Ondik with the puck, dumping it out, and a pass goes too far. It goes back the other way.
I don't remember the last time Towson was set up in the offensive zone. They're looking to get that done. Temple's looking to take that advantage for them away. So we'll see what the last 7:30 left in the third period looks like for these two teams.
Well, really, you go back to that power play that Towson had. That was the last time they were able to consistently pass the puck around and try to get a scoring chance started.
I mean, in the first 2 periods, it looked like the only shots finding Joey Galitsky were shots towards the boards that, Towson just kind of threw up there, and luckily they either went high or Galitsky was able to throw his blocker or glove up to keep them out. But I mean, Ben, when you're facing a team that doesn't really have a lot of opportunities in front of you, when they're throwing pucks on from the corners and the sides, is that a little bit more difficult?
I think you just have to work harder to stay focused, stay in the game, especially when you're not getting a lot of grade A scoring chances like that one. Getting a lot of outside shots, you just got to work even that much harder to stay focused and stay in the game.
Especially seeing through the other players as well.
Exactly, yep.
Joey Galitsky getting involved now. He tried to throw a shove after the play.
He's not afraid to get after it.
You don't really see goaltenders get animated too much, but certainly you don't want to get hit in the crease.
He does not like going when you go near him, I'll tell you that much. We've seen that so far.
Is that in practice or just in the game so far?
Both. He's a real competitor, I'd say.
Now, when you guys are in practice, is there a lot of times when people get after each other and get super competitive?
There are definitely times where we can get competitive, but nothing that really gets out of hand.
So Zach and I talked about it at the top of the broadcast. You have a home-and-home series with Towson this weekend. What's it like as a team mindset knowing you have to go on the road and play the same team tomorrow?
Well, I think, like I said, you want to play a full 60 minutes, and whether you're going to win or lose the first game, you want to send a message for the second game, whether that's at a home or away game. So I think here we want to finish out, obviously, and get a win, and send a message tomorrow saying we're going to come back at it just as hard.
Van Allen with the puck, he passes it in, centering pass out in front, chance now, Van Allen buries it! Nick Van Allen puts it in the back of the net. Temple leads 4-2 with 6:55 left to play.
What did I say, JJ? It was a matter of time. Nick Van Allen, given countless opportunities thus far in this game, finally finds one loose in front of the goal mouth, puts it behind Jacob Snyder, and gets on the score sheet. Very happy for Van Allen. Finally gets the 2 points he's looking for.
And we talked about the rebounds that Snyder was allowing. That goal right there, a rebound shot from Van Allen. He put himself in the right position on that goal. Towson expressing frustration on the bench. They know that this one might be closer to being over now, but alas, it is hockey. You still have 6 minutes and 45 seconds to play. Nothing truly ever over until the buzzer strikes.
Excuse me, JJ, and that goal from Van Allen was only available because Towson missed the puck in front of the net, was unable to clear, and gave Temple the opportunity, and they, in fact, capitalized.
I have a very important update. Nick Van Allen Shelley, kayaking.
Down in the corner is Towson. Temple trying to wrap it around. Towson instead carrying out on the other end. Lumbombard falling down in his own end of the ice. Goalie now pulled, and penalty coming up against Temple, a tripping call against the Owls.
Not what you want to see when you talk about discipline from the Owls. They need to make sure this is where they really step up big. A call that they definitely should not have taken, especially for cross-checking, I believe is what the call was on the ice. But Temple really needs to stand firm here, cannot let them get a quick goal because, like you said, JJ, it is hockey, and there's 6 minutes and 9 seconds left to play.
Ben, if you're in the game right now, what are you telling your defense to try and help you out as much as they can?
Just get pucks out of the zone. Whatever you can do, glassing out, whatever it takes, just get the puck out.
Is there a time that you speak up in this sort of situation, or do you just kind of stay silent?
I'll speak up if I'm being screened by one of them, or if I see a guy back door open, or if I see a coverage missing. But other than that, I'm really just focused on the play.
Towson on the power play, trying to establish and set things up. Carrying in towards the goal are the Tigers, and the stop down low now for the Owls.
Temple unable to clear until right now.
Van Allen looking for the breakaway opportunity. Van Allen staying on the puck. Hard play from him. Penalty coming up against Towson. It's going to be a slashing call. Giazza with it now. He trips up. Still holding on to it is Giazza, trying to keep the play alive. And now a whistle's blown. And now we're going to see him go at it. Bobby Jones climbing on top of Charles Giazza.
He doesn't know what he's getting into.
Bobby Jones with his helmet off. Going after Giazza. Giazza grabbing his face mask. And removes his glove and points towards Jones.
Giazza looked like he tried to throw one in the midsection as he was getting up. Listen, 21 of the Towson Tigers, who would be, Bobby Jones, really just jumped in front of Giazza and jumped on top of him, and Giazza has some words for him as he skates to his bench.
So it will be a penalty against Towson. The tripping call will stand. And now Bobby Jones is going to leave the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Giazza, it was a delayed call, so Giazza was trying to keep it away from him. Wasn't trying to do anything to harm or hurt the defense there. He was just trying to keep it away from the Tigers to get his man advantage, and they really just jumped all over top of him. I'm glad to see him go because he deserves to go. He jumped right on top of him, trying to throw punches on the captain of the Owls, and you don't like to see that at all.
Not only that, Zach, but Giazza in that situation, you use that type of play to try and kill off the penalty kill that you're on.
Sure.
That was what Giazza was trying to do in that situation, looking for someone to pass it back to.
It was a weird situation because not only were they on the penalty kill, but they received a delayed call, so they tried to keep the puck and keep it safe, not only to draw the clock down, but also get that man advantage for him.
That's a very smart play to make. You have to have a high hockey IQ in order to do that. And right now we're going to see Bobby Jones get that 4-minute major. So that's really going to cancel out a lot of stuff in another meeting at mid-ice. And if I'm not wrong, I think you get suspended for 1 game if you're ejected from a game here in the ECHA, right,
I believe so. Don't quote me on that.
So if that is the case, Bobby Jones will be out tomorrow against the Owls. But if it's not the case, we'll see Bobby Jones come back to play tomorrow. And who knows what could happen at Towson. Temple right now leading 4-2, 5:30 left in the game. And Towson will pretty much be shorthanded for the rest of this one with 5:30 left and a 4-minute power play coming up.
Ben, I'm sure you can attest to no one else about this, but they just woke up a beast by angering your captain.
Yeah, they did. That was not a smart move by them.
Charles Giazza coming out. Looks like he's going to take the face-off, and he's fired up. You can see it. Be careful if you're these Tigers. You know he wants another one here before this period ends.
Just 2 players out for the Owls to begin that. Now Bowles and Smedley come out to join.
The problem here is Towson hasn't put anybody in the box to serve the 2 minor penalties on Jones, who was so ejected from the game. I heard that it was a slash, a rush, and then the misconduct.
So game misconduct there. Jones also charged with a slash on the play. Looks like Colin Hayward is in the box now. We see someone climb across there. 25, that's Benjamin Murphy. So Murphy serving another 4-minute penalty here in the game for the Towson Tigers.
Someone's got to do it, JJ.
Towson with energy now, throwing a shot towards Golitsky, who catches it up near the face mask.
Listen, if you're Temple, you cannot let that happen. They easily just marched into your offensive zone and got a shot on goal. That cannot be the case.
45 shots on goal so far for the Owls in the game, 17 for the Towson Tigers. Temple has been able to put 4 away in the game. Towson with just those 2 goals on the board thus far. 5:20 left in the 3rd period. I'm JJ Michalski, Zach Demuse on the call along with me, and Jay Demeyer. Also joining us for now, Ben Auerbach, the goaltender for the Temple Owls, currently out of this one. Towson throwing a shot towards net, high up into their air. It goes. The Tigers wrapping it behind the net. Looking to get play going, tripping up, no call there.
Could have easily been a call. Temple needs to be disciplined the last 4:58 left.
4-on-4 hockey right now, shot in towards net. Golitsky comes up with a huge stop there. Shot was missed. Now a chance for Temple pushing forward. 2 skaters up for them, it's Giazza is one of them, dropping to Van Allen. Giazza now skating through. Van Allen trying to play from the ice, he's unable to. Moving the other way with speed. Down the ice is Ben Rogers. Rogers passing it across and dumping it in. Costa Pizanzas. Bowles now collecting. Temple looking to move up the ice. 4-on-4, 17 seconds left on that. Brendan Lombard about to come out. Skating towards net is Temple. And it's poked back in. Now Kaiser. And Andrew Kaiser gets it back out to the point. Slap shot from the outside. Save made. Penalty expired against the Owls. So 2:36 left of power play time coming up for Temple as they lead 4-2 with 4:06 left in the game.
Temple's got to be careful. Towson looks like they're becoming a little bit of undisciplined. They're playing a little bit of undisciplined hockey, taking cheap shots, chirping at the players afterwards, as we see Ondick and a Towson player talking after that play. Temple needs to stay calm, play their game, finish out strong as they have a 2-goal lead.
That's Simone Gosselin that he's chirping with, both of them with a smile on their face, but doesn't seem like they're joking as friends. Looked as if there was a bit of a sly smile coming from both of them.
Just hockey talk, right, Ben?
That's right. He's probably laughing at how bad the guy's chirp was.
Ben, who would you say is the best chirper on the Temple team?
I mean, I like to think I'm pretty good, but I think Ondick's got some pretty good
when
ones.
people are screening, you chirp at them a little bit?
Yeah, I can get pretty roots.
Temple carrying through the neutral zone right now. And how exactly does a goalie go about chirping people? Is it after the play or while the play's going on?
Well, if a player shoots on me and I stop him and he comes up, I might, say a few words to him like, "Hey, nice shot, bud. Nice try. Next time," something like that. Or if they crash into me, I might say, "Hey, get out of my face." Or, if they say something to me, I'll fire right back. I'm not afraid to, but
a few words thrown in there in between the.
Just a little banter.
Yeah, of course.
Temple carrying into the offensive zone. Mike Walker on the puck. Walker with a bank pass doesn't come to fruition. Towson clearing it down the length of the ice. 1:37 left now on this draft horse power play. Through a 4 left in the game. Temple with a line change now. The Owls moving forward. And they dump it in. This time, dumping it into the zone is Matthew Janae. Van Allen passing it off. Knocked away by a couple of feet. Now held on to. Irie passing off to Van Allen. Back up for Giazza. Giazza across for Janae. Janae holding. Now passing it across for Ondick, who throws it down towards Van Allen. Van Allen poking it towards the net. It's blocked away. And down the length of the ice it goes.
Colin Hayward, number 26 for Towson, trying to deliver a big hit on Guinea as they enter the offensive zone. Guinea luckily spun out of it. But listen, these Towson Tigers looking for blood right now.
That pass deflects off of Van Allen out of play. So we'll see a stoppage now with 2:20 left in the game. Temple on top 4-2. Really just trying to seal the deal and get the home win here. It'll be another win at the Igloo for the Owls if they're able to hold on. And another win in the career of young Joey Galitsky.
Yeah, JJ, last weekend dropping 2 of 3 to conference play. I mean, they play Towson tonight for conference. They play them tomorrow as well. 2 big conference games they can get back after losing 2 last weekend.
Temple 1-2 in conference play entering tonight. Really trying to focus on ECHA play on the season. Right now looking to move up to 500 if they're able to hold on to this 2-goal lead. Maybe even extend it. Ondick on the puck, passing it off. Looking to move it across the zone.
Trying to find a way to get the puck to Giazza.
Now to Irie it goes. Van Allen settled up in front. Van Allen's taking checks from the back, but holding strong. A net battle for Van Allen, looking to get it to him. Towson able to clear it, and that'll be the last rush for Temple on the power play.
It was there for Van Allen. Give Towson defense some credit. He was able to lift his stick and make sure that puck was cleared.
1:33 left in the game. Power play now expired for the Owls. Back to 5-on-5 we go. Van Allen holds it in at the point, throws a shot towards net, looking for a tip down in front to Irie. Irie unable to get his stick on it. Now the other way. Getting the puck, moving forward is Matt Curtin. Curtin with a shot on net, blocker save made by Galitsky. Curtin back to it.
Towson pulls their
Centering
goalie,
pass.
JJ.
Goalie is pulled, that is correct, Zach. 1 minute left to play here in the third period. 6 skaters on for the Towson Tigers. Temple holding on.
Kyle Smedley without his stick. This is not a situation Temple to be in.
Smedley skating over to pick up that stick now as Towson moves back, and Chase Collier passing it forward. A nice little jump there by the Tigers and a bit of agility shown by them. Towson right now holding on to it. 38 seconds left to play. Temple on top 4-2. In on net. And battles in front of the net. Towson and Temple continue to go at it. This can't be good for the matchup tomorrow.
More chirpiness from both Towson and the Owls. Towson, of course, leading it there. That looks like number 12, Matt Curtin, in on the scrum in front of the net. Listen, they're tired. They're do not want to be losing right now, and unfortunately they are with 34.4 seconds left in the third period. Towson really needs to clean this up. Temple needs to stay out of it, play their game, take the victory, and leave the ice happily.
And if you're Pat Carroll, you don't want to see any of your team getting suspended for the next game.
Not at all.
But it looks like taking a walk off the ice now is Matt Curtin. Curtin just standing on the other side. He'll skate back towards the bench now. Golitsky skating over. He tosses a glove into the bench. 34.4 seconds left, and you have to be thinking, let's just get this game over with at this point. Stop with the academics.
That's what it has to be, because, you know, Temple's looking at Towson like they're trying to take cheap shots, as we see Matt Curtin get led off the ice as well. So he has been ejected. So that's already 2 players down for Towson that could not be available tomorrow night, which is very, very important.
And once again, we have to go through who's going to serve the penalties now with Curtin being ejected. Towson looking to put a guy in the box, and a bunch of confusions. Now a timeout is called, and the refs will talk things over.
Yeah, because of our vantage point, really not be able to see exactly what happened down there. Jay, maybe you got a better perspective, but it just looked like Curtin was trying to throw a punch or something in front of our goalkeeper, Joey Golitsky. Did you really see what happened on that ensuing power play?
What I could see was Jason Zambella was very upset with, I believe it was number 12, the man who got ejected for Towson. And now it looks like they're trying to sort out whether there will be any penalties at all, and if so, if they're offsetting.
Temple in front of their own bench. Towson drawing up a play, looking to score with 34.4 seconds left. Ben, what's it like if a team's able to score a garbage time goal like this and put their deficit within 1?
I mean, it's obviously frustrating, but, you know, as long as you get the win, it doesn't really matter in the end. I think if you're worried about stats, it sucks, but, you know, if you're worried about the win, it doesn't matter.
Do you think there's going to be anything said in the locker room by Pat Carroll tonight about the discipline of Temple?
Yeah, I think so. I think I think we did a good job tonight of not getting into the extracurriculars. So I think he'll commend them for that and just reinforce what we have to do tomorrow is just stay to our game and not stoop down to their level.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if he's going to say anything, he's going to be applauding you guys, because it really looked like the Owls kind of knew what the Towson Tigers were going to throw at you, and you kind of stepped aside, let them do, that bantering and things like that, but you guys came to play hockey, and obviously it looks like you're going to get the victory, but we've seen weirder things in hockey. 34 seconds left, down by 2, Towson is. You never know with hockey.
5 skaters on the ice for both teams. Offsetting minor penalties assessed to Jason Zambella, and assessed to Matt Curtin of Towson. So Zambella in the box for Temple, Curtin off the ice for Towson.
Doesn't really matter that they're offsetting. The biggest thing is that Zambella is still on the ice. He was not ejected, so it looks like he'll be available tomorrow night.
Still no goalie for Towson. They have 6 skaters on, so it's 6 on 5. Under 30 seconds to play. Slap shot from the outside. Golitsky slides across and makes a stop. To the corner now, Towson goes. Temple trying to hold on, looking for a clear. Sliding it across the top. Shot on goal. Another glove save made. 8 seconds left in the game. Temple clears it down.
More chirping in front of the net. This is number 5 this time for the Tigers, whose name is Colin Mercier. So again, they're not done with it. 5 seconds left in this hockey game here, JJ, and the Towson Tigers are just fed up, and it looks like they are playing very cheap hockey, and he's going to be escorted off the ice as well. So that could possibly be 3 players unavailable for Towson tomorrow night, which is very, very, unfortunate for them. But listen, they did it to themselves.
Mercier taking a walk back to the locker room, and also going to leave here is
Brendan LeBombard.
Jay, any insight on why LeBombard is being taken out?
Not really, no. He started to go back to the bench and then looped around, and he's going back out to the locker room.
LeBombard will take the long way around. Goalie back in for Towson, and 5 seconds left in the game. You just don't want to give up the empty net goal at this point. Towson out of it, and Temple going to move to 2-2 in conference play, and certainly something they want to see, about to hit the road. Also moving to 6-4 on the season.
Again, big, like I said, after dropping 2 out of 3 conference games last weekend. So trying to get 1 here tonight and go for another 1 tomorrow would be very, very good for the Owls' favor.
Just got to be smart here.
1 second left. There's the buzzer on the play. And that'll do it here from the Igloo. Temple goes on to win the game 4-2 over the Towson Tigers. Ben, thanks so much for your time, and thank you for joining us on the broadcast.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Go congratulate your team. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
A ton of fun to have Ben on the broadcast tonight. Temple and Towson going to shake hands. Zach, a ton of ejections here in this third period of play. Not what we wanted to see, but for Towson, it could be big tomorrow. 1-7 on the year, now 1-8 they dropped to, and Temple looking to make them 1-9 tomorrow, and looking to get the series sweep this weekend.
Yeah, you talked about, 3 players being ejected. That's huge for Towson, especially now being 1-8 on the season. They need everybody there. They need everybody back to give them the best effort. Listen, they didn't play a bad hockey game tonight, but the biggest thing for them was discipline. They weren't able to get discipline going, as we try to turn to Jay Niemeyer as he's trying to get another player on the ice. But before that happens, like you said, they're 1-7 coming in. Now they fall to 1-8, and really the issue is that their discipline kind of suffered the last couple, minutes in the third period. Getting 3 players ejected. We'll wait and see exactly what the call is for that. But I'll turn it back to you, JJ.
And Jay Niemeyer down on the ice right now with the captain of the Temple Owls, Charles Giazza. Jay, what do you have for us, Temple, with the win 4-2?
Charles, how you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, what made that game so fun?
It's always chippy between Towson and us. You can see it tonight, a lot of penalties, a lot of scuffs out there, but yeah, we came out on the right side, so it was a fun game.
And those penalties really ramped up towards the end of the game. How's that going to affect tomorrow?
Hopefully no one's out for tomorrow. I don't think anyone is, but Coach will give the guys a talk and they'll tighten up, and we'll be better tomorrow. We know we can beat this team, so we don't need to take stupid penalties and put that at jeopardy.
Speaking of being better, a 4-2 win, a win's a win, but there are definitely some missed opportunities for an even higher score.
Oh yeah, their goalie Jake Snyder, got to give a shout out to him. He's a ridiculous goalie. He did some phenomenal saves on us. It could have easily been 8-2 if he wasn't in that.
And finally, it looks like you've got a puck. Is that for Joey Galitsky?
It might be. Sometimes we give out a game puck, but these pucks cost money, so we got to save them.
Thanks, Charles.
Yep, thanks.
Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Jay. Excellent job in between the benches tonight. And for the entire Temple ice hockey crew, Dylan Coyle, our sound engineer for the evening, and technical director, Taylor Snyder. If you checked us out on Twitter, at Temple Ice Hockey, those tweets were coming from that beaut of a man in Taylor Snyder. Zach Demuse on the call with me. I'm JJ Michalski. And Temple goes on to win the game 4-2 on the evening. 60 minutes expire. Towson falls to 1-8 on the year. Temple improves their record to 6-4. We'll have a post-game report coming up for you in just a moment with Taylor Snyder and Zach Demuse. Signing off for the night, I'm JJ Michalski. Temple once again wins the game 4-2 here on the TU Ice Network.
Temple Owls win 4-2 against the Towson Tigers. This is the post-game show, and you have not seen my face or heard my voice at all, but I am Dylan Coyle, joined alongside Zach Demuse, Taylor Snyder. Boys, it was a beauty of a game. Got a little too close at the end, but at the end of it, the Owls come out in front.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, and before I hand it to Taylor, is really the discipline that Temple had tonight. I was really impressed by that, and having Ben Auerbach on the call, he said that one of the things that Coach Pat Cow really stresses is the discipline of his team. Not to get chirpy, let them do that stuff. You play your hockey game, and that's really what we saw tonight. Able to win 4-2. 2 great goals towards the end of the game. Really sloppy play by Towson. Temple was able to capitalize on the opportunities that they were given.
Yeah, sloppy play, and I think you highlighted it perfectly. Towards the end there, the last 2 goals, nothing really special Temple did. It's just basic hockey. Get the puck deep, forecheck, and that's exactly what happened there on that Van Allen goal that made it 4-2. Just right place at the right time, and Coach Carroll before the game really stressed that, turning the legs, getting the puck deep, keeping it deep, and Temple did a really good job of that tonight. If you look in the longevity of the game, maybe not overall the most high danger chances throughout 3 periods, but whenever that puck got within 5-10 feet of the goal mouth, they were finishing it off. So a good performance by them down deep and in tight.
You know, something we talked about coming to this game is the fact that last weekend you're at the back end of a 3-and-3. You're tired. You're not getting into the shooting lanes. You're not really blocking any of the shots that are going from, say, William Patterson or Westchester. Tonight, I think we saw a lot more hustle, a lot more, let's try to get into the shooting lane, let's get in front of the puck, and that's something that was a positive. But the best positive was, again, I'm going to need to take a shower after talking about it, just barely. Put soap in my mouth. Brendan Ondick. Woo!
Undressed him.
Undressed him.
Undressed him, as Doc Emmerich would say. But yeah, no, like you touched on the Dylan, as soon as the puck was dropped in the first period, you saw this Temple team come out with a ferocious attitude. And, that's something that we've seen in some games, something that we haven't seen in some games. And obviously we want to make sure that their momentum and their agility is up and ready to go, and their aggressiveness is up in every game so far. And as soon as we saw that, as soon as, we saw their defense blocking shots and putting their sticks in the lanes and things like that, protecting, freshman goaltender Joey Galitsky tonight, really something that you look forward to seeing, continuing not only tonight, but in the future games for Temple.
Yeah, if you saw 22 shots towards Joey Galitsky tonight, you'd probably think to yourself, Temple's defense had a really bad game, but they almost doubled that in their shot total, so the offense really making up for it. And sometimes you can play a pretty spotty game defensively if it means that your forecheckers and your top six and bottom six too, everyone involved is putting it deep and keeping it there. And I think what really stood out tonight for me at Temple is definitely how their legs were moving. They were not skating away to the puck. They were skating to the puck. And some of those battles ended up being goals on their end. When the puck was at neutral ice right around the trolley tracks, they were winning even 50-50 battles, putting their sticks on the ice, disrupting the lanes. Towson had a tough time breaking it out there in the second period. Temple really poured it on there, and then in the third, closing it out. It was just the tiny little things that they haven't been doing as well, that if they continue to do those well, can have tremendous success, because we saw how many options they have offensively tonight.
But I do want to bring up one thing. As much as we've been talking about how great this Temple victory is, and it was, there was a lot of things that Temple did not do well tonight. And, JJ and I were discussing it on the call. There was a lot of times Temple's defenders were caught, and Towson was given an odd man advantage going into the zone, sometimes even a breakaway, sometimes a 2-on-1, whatever it might have been. If this is a better team than Towson, Temple might be down a few goals starting to go into the second and third period. So as much as they played great, and they did, they need to make sure they're capitalizing on the mistakes and making sure they're not giving the team any opportunities that they wouldn't have really received.
Oh, absolutely. The ECHA is so competitive, and you don't want to use this comparison, but Towson being at the bottom, they've had their woes this year, Temple theirs, but a tune-up game for both teams, and I think Temple took advantage of the opportunity. Snyder is a phenomenal netminder for the Towson Tigers. To get just 2 goals, I would have been impressed. That says a lot about how they played tonight offensively. And Galitsky, what can you say? Hey, it's good to have one Ben Auerbach, but when you can have someone as good as Joey Galitsky to back up Ben Auerbach,
sure,
you're in a great situation in any game you're going into.
Yeah, you're in a much better situation to have that goaltending tandem, actually a trio of sorts with Stephen Glick.
That's
true. He had a great game away. I believe it was against Cornell away. I'm forgetting.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah, he's been playing well too. It's a really good trio of goaltenders. You hope it's not a Pirate victory of sorts where you do lose someone, and Alex Barberini, we don't know the time frame, but it's something with his hip. We'll have to try and find an update. We're not going to be broadcasting tomorrow. It's at Towson. But all in all, it's a very, very solid outcome of tonight's game. The Owls moved to 2-2 in ECHA play, 6-4 overall, which is much better than they were at this point last year. At any point last year, they went the entire first half of the ECHA conference play without a win. 0-8. 2-2. Pretty good against that.
You got to be happy if you're head coach Pat Carroll. I mean, coming in his first year as the Temple Owls head coach, and you can definitely tell the players are feeding off his energy. I really, really like the way the team has come together a bit more this year compared to maybe last year when they're playing together in a fluent way on the ice. Their breakouts have had kind of highs and lows, but there's just a lot more fundamentals that they seem to be executing in the games, and it's at least putting them closer into games. Maybe not winning every game, but you're right, Dylan, 6-4, 2-2 in ECHA play, and we saw how the last 3 weeks panned out last year. It's not over till the fat lady sings, but if you're Temple, you're right where you don't want to be, but you're in a great position.
And before we wrap here, I mean, talking about what we had Ben Auerbach on the call at the third period, and he said this season's a lot more disciplined and it's a lot more organized, and the players feel a lot more confident in their coaching staff. So going forward, I mean, only 2-2 in conference play, having that opportunity, having that advantage to take it, having that coaching staff to take advantage of, really makes you proud of this Temple team. And going forward, we just hope for the best.
Well, I think that's a testament to Pat Carroll,
Absolutely.
Kevin Ryder, Frank Bluss.
Absolutely.
The coaching staff has made an immense difference in the professionalism of the team. Basically everything feels like it has more of a purpose, has more of a meaning. It just seems like the Temple University Ice Hockey Club has been revamped to another level this year.
It's a great thing to see.
It's
Unbelievable.
Truly.
Unbelievable.
As Bernie Pront would say, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
And the first time we started doing this till now, I mean, it seems like, we grow, the team grows, everyone. It's been an entire growth, and it's been so much fun.
Life is really about growth.
It really is. It's been a lot of fun.
Life is really about growth. So we're going to have to, unfortunately, end it for tonight. But we'd like to thank all of you for watching, tuning in. From myself, Dylan Coyle, we got Taylor Snyder, Zach Demuse, Drew Bishop behind the camera. Put yourself in front for a second. Give a little bit of a smile real quick. There we go. We love that.
Oh,
we got
my.
JJ Mahalski, Justin Oakes, Jay Niemeyer. A beautiful team. We are missing in action with Mike Zangroni tonight.
Mike's
Mike.
rescuing. He's saving crime, fighting bad guys. He's AKA on the
I thought he
call.
was rescuing a bunch of puppies.
Oh, no, he's actually on the call for men's soccer tonight.
Just
Temple,
saying, I haven't
so.
seen him.
So
and
he's
Batman
rescuing
in
a
the
bunch
same place, same time.
of puppies. I don't know what that meant anyway. All right. So we're going to go here. Thank you for tuning in on the TU Ice Network. You have a good one.